Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mr. Arsenal Podcast. I am filling in. Oh, I'm your new Ryan. You choose. I'll say hello to everybody, and we'll get our intro, and we'll get going. Colonel Ward, welcome to the show. Arsenal is back. Yes, we've got Karen. Welcome to the show. Yes, good afternoon to you. I guess it's good morning for me, but good afternoon to you. We'll do our intro, and then we'll get going. So we'll be right back. Hello. All right, so we're back. Quick little intro, and we will get to this. All right, so let's see. Where are we? We are Arsenal. Here we go. Season's about to start. Got 30 minutes, and then the game will be on. Arsenal is welcoming Nottingham Forest back. I assume this will hopefully be a little bit of a revenge tour, even though we did beat them at home last time. But the way we played them on the road, we need to redeem ourselves and reestablish kind of who we are. So we'll get into the team lineups in a little bit and go. But yeah, so yesterday was a little bit of a crazy day, wasn't it? Transfers heating up, lots of transfer business that we are not part of anymore. We got out of the Mudryk and got out of the Casado business, and yeah, that's been pretty good. Colonel's asking, is anyone with you? I'm not sure if anyone's gonna join me today. So we'll see. Hopefully that's okay with you. I don't know. This was I think I was Ryan was planning to do this, and I don't know what came up. He just asked if I could do it. Um, so I said, all right. So we'll see if anybody's going to join. I know it's a home game, so we probably have a lot of people who would probably been on the show, probably at the game. So for now, it's just me. Hopefully, you'll stay nonetheless. Hopefully, you give me your time. But I'll walk you through the game as much as I can. You know me; I like to give the commentary. But yeah, it's for right now. I know it's just me, but he does give the link out to others, so if they can join, they will. And you know, so we'll go with that. So yes, yeah, yesterday was a little bit of a crazy one with I guess the last 2 days, right, day and a half basically with Casado, going here, going there. Liverpool decides they want to jump into the ring and have a go at playing with the big money guys. Chelsea found out that that's not the case. It doesn't work that way. Chelsea actually has a player who wants to play there and doesn't care about going somewhere else just because they put more money up for him. So I think more people are happy that Chelsea is the one that he wants to go to. And I think he's happy as well because he probably gets the most money there. It's all about the money with him, right? So Casado wants more money than he wants anything else. Because if he wanted to go to the better coach, he goes to Liverpool. If he wants to go to the Champions League, he goes to Arsenal. If he wants the most money, he goes to Chelsea. So there you go. He's chosen the money, and that's his prerogative. He's playing up to whatever he's playing is the best as he can, which is good for him because that's what people want. You want people to pay. You don't want to take all this money and not play. But we'll see what happens when he does get the money. Right? That's usually the case. Oh, here we go. Colonel Ward is not my friend today. I can see it now. The American Snowball depends, Gary. I was expecting a 4 p.m. trip vibe, but on Brian's channel. So, oh my I do all right hosting, Colonel Ward. Ay, ay, ay. Man, I know you do this because you like me, 'cause, as I say, because you love me. That's why this is just your way of showing how much you loved what I do. I am not one of the English lads doing this show. Growing up following football for all of their life, but I do enjoy the game. I can, so there you go. Yeah, and I have a little bit of. I have. I was born in England, so I'll give myself that much. But as far as living up with the game for decades, I have not done that. But I can follow the sport just as well. And I like to say I tell you what I see most of the time. That's what's going on. People like to talk about the past, but as you all know, the game has changed. So. it's not the same as it was back in the day, so it's hard to use that as a reference sometimes because things change. So now you got me rambling. So let me bring up the lineup. Let me bring up the lineup because that's what I was gonna do. So let me bring up the lineup. So here we go. Let me find it here first, and then we will show who's gonna be playing for us. So let's see. Let me find it here. Just a second here. Arsenal, and we'll get into that because we will also talk about what Nottingham Forest will be bringing to the table as well. So let me share my screen here. We'll talk about the lineup. 5 minutes in, it's probably a good time to go ahead and do that. We'll have people talking about it as well. I think it's, let's see, is this the one? Yep, this is the one here. So here we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. So here's the lineup today. You got Stefan in the house. Welcome to the show. I think Ryan is at the game. He didn't actually tell me that he was going to the game, but he just asked could I host. So I assumed that's what he meant, but I didn't actually ask him. So yeah, I think he most likely is at the game, or he had stuff, something come up. But um, yeah, this would probably be a good game to go to. I know he was talking about trying to get tickets, and you could see it on Twitter and how the ballot system just wasn't working the way it should. So maybe he did end up getting a ticket. So good for him. Oh, so Karen said it. Yeah, he is at the game. So perfect. Cool. Great. Good luck. Hope he has a good one. I hope we get to talk about it as well. So here we go. So starting 11, I am really surprised, and really surprised for a couple of reasons. One, I think from Arteta's press conference yesterday, it sounded like he said pretty much everybody's healthy. So I don't think it was a bit of surprise to then see. I think I saw a comment that Gabriel did make the trip, and I'm like, Gabriel, are they talking about Jesus? Are they talking about Margales? But it's Jesus, Margales, and Martinelli, right? In terms of what we call them. So Gabriel did surprise me because I was not expecting him to be to be somebody who's questionable. But yeah, he is there. You can see, I believe he is on the bench, but he's not starting today. So you got our back line. So you got Ramsdale in goal. No surprise there. You've got a back line. It looks like of Partey, White, Saliba, and Timber. That's I guess something we kind of saw last season. We saw Partey on that back line to start, and then I guess move into the middle when we have the ball, I guess. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Then you've got Rice, Havertz, and Erdegaard in that midfield. So for me, Partey not starting, and I think is Partey actually on the bench? Partey is not even on the bench. So sorry, I'm looking at the other screen. It's a little bit bigger here, and Partey is not on the bench. Let me start the. I need to start the game on my computer so I can be watching it and listen to what they have to say. But yeah, I think. Let me see. How do I do this? Sorry about that. Let me get the game going so I can actually watch it when it starts up and listen to what they have to say. Come on. Oh, here we go. Yep. So over here, I'm watching it on Peacock. I don't know what you guys are watching it on. Probably me. So you got Arteta talking here. Oops, so there we go. Got him talking. But yeah. So our midfield, Rice, Havertz, Erdegaard, as I said, he Partey resting and not on the bench is a little bit of surprise. Arteta, it's weird how he played last week, and then this week he's not even in the lineup. Partey, which I guess is good and bad. It's it's good because we do have the backup. It's bad because he just played and you didn't expect him to be out today. I didn't expect him to be out today. So yeah, but so Havertz gets in there. Rice will be playing that six, most likely, and who would have thought the season would have started this way? So this has been a surprise for me. I think it's a Nottingham Forest isn't a team that we should have to be too concerned with. I think where we are right now, we should be able. Rice should be able to manage that midfield there. It's not a city, for example. So we'll see. They are on the road, so we will have the home field advantage. So let's see how that all goes. And then up top, another surprise, another surprise. You have Saka on the right, Martin on the left, and then Kedia in the middle. So I think with I guess the injury concerns, things have moved around, and Erdogan has moved back, which to many I think is a concern because Havertz moving back a little bit means that he's just not going to be in a position to score for us and as much, and he's going to have to work a little bit on defense, which nobody wants either. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? Meanwhile, let's see, you guys. Oh, TNT Sports, that's right. Is it a new name or is it actually a new name for British TV? Is that what BT stands for? Okay. I thought TNT actually, because over here we have TNT, so they must have bought that channel, right? TNT over here does a lot of this, does a lot of like movies and sports, mostly basketball. So if you were gonna watch NBA or something like that, you would watch it most of the time on TNT or like in March when the college basketballs, playoffs play. You would think that as well. Colonel Ward's got a question. What do you think of the three across the back trying to either play Rice at center back half or Partey at right back again? I'm expecting our first defeat if Timber is left back inverted with Partey right back. Yeah, that will be, like I said, that is interesting. I know that's Partey at some points might be playing uh, as part of that four in the back, or are we really going with a three? We shall see how that all pans out. But we probably might start out with four, and then kind of as we move in and out of possession, go with three at the back. Most likely three at the back when we're in attack. So yeah, I, I I don't know. I just feel like putting Partey in that position for me weakens us just because it weakens what he does best. So we're taking away some of his, one of his advantages, his skills, and moving him on the back line. So he's moving a lot more. So we're asking him to do a lot more than he usually does, and I don't think we should do that. I would have rather have, and that is who do we have on the bench now? Let me look at this lineup again. Um, I would rather maybe have started maybe Tomiyasu on that left side, right? Don't you think? Or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe can Tomiyasu play on that side? Let's see. Tomiyasu can play. Oh, it's on the yeah. Tomiyasu can play on the right side, right? So I would rather have Tomiyasu maybe start, and then keep Partey in that midfield and Kai Havertz go up where he was before. Because I think unless Tomiyasu is not 100% either, so there you go. Yeah, I'm not expecting a defeat. I think we've got too much. We do have an ace in the hole, as they would say. We have Trossard on the bench. So if it comes down to it and we're not able to get what we want out of the game in terms of offense, we can bring Trossard on. I think Arteta likes to have his safety valve, available to him, and that's Trossard right now. I just feel like a player who was a starter in this league should get, if possible, should just get the start. You know, should just get the start. How about we start Trossard and we just take the lead, and then we bring on people to rest around him. You know what I mean? As opposed to he has to come in and save the day every time because Arteta, unless he's changed things, won't give him enough time. I feel sometimes I think Trossard should come in at halftime if he's going to sit. So my phone is beeping over here. Not sure why, but so yeah. So I kind of feel like we'll see. I'm just checking, moving my screens around. So yeah, I hear you, Chris Nix. Welcome to the show, TNT. Yeah. Let's see. I'm also watching the England game. Yeah, I saw the England game was on. I can't do both. I'll try. I would try, but I can't do both. And then I don't. It starts to pull my bandwidth a little bit, and then I start seeing like things skipping. So not today. Guys talking, saying hello to each other. Got Arsenal Misfit in the house. Welcome to the show. Oh, BT merged with Discovery. I think Discovery is owned by TNT. So yeah. Ben is Mr. Arsenal character. He's a well-known troll. What? And B, welcome to the show. Yeah, say hello to Stefan. Yeah. Oh, that's right. For those who didn't know, Stefan is into music and writing. So check out. I think he has some of his stuff out there on the interweb. Not playing our best defender in Gabby in some respects last year is criminal in itself. You know what? If he's not healthy, this is why we wanted a deep squad, right? For this reason, we don't want to force him to have to play if we don't have to, because we do have answers, right? So I like to have answers, and if Arteta is going to use them, then this is when he should. If he feels the defense, if Gabriel's on the bench, that means he can play. That means if we're struggling, we can bring him in, but not for a full game. Which that's why you want this, right? So, uh, yep, and is in the house. Morning to, I should say afternoon to you. And it looks like England is back behind now. Colombia, from what I can tell, was the more aggressive team when I was watching it. So, and the referee was allowing it, and England needs to. I don't know if they need to respond or just punish them for it. You know what I mean? So, I think the thing is, England has many answers coming off that bench as well. So, yeah, it's like Colombia's is up 1-0 at this point. They seem to be the more aggressive team. So let's see. Come on, England. Yeah. Hawkwin 77. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So as I said, that's our lineup there. I mean, we've got Saliba in the middle, most likely, right? And Timber's been playing well, and White, of course, has been contributing. That whole Partey experiment, whether he goes back to the back four, or we do go with a back three. We'll see. I assume back three, of course, everybody expects that. So I think we should be able to control that middle. And if, like you said, if we go with that back three, Partey would be on that right side, I guess, to support. But yeah, I think Rice should be able to manage this one. Havertz, I think, it's been the question mark for me will be the question mark for me until we figure out where he's going to play and if it's going to work. I think Rice is going to have to protect Havertz to some degree, which I kind of don't like that idea. Havertz should be able to handle whatever Arteta asks him to do. So, and Nketiah, he's going to have, once again, he's going to have to prove to us that consistently he's the right answer for us. Balogun isn't on the bench, so we definitely think he's gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I'm harsh on Nketiah. Well, and it's because it's been a while since Arsenal's had the striker they want, and we still don't have that striker, right? I mean, it's since Robert Van Persie we've had that striker. Well, no, I guess I shouldn't say that. We had Aubameyang. He gave us some good years until I guess he got old. Like Lacazette as well. I would have liked them to replace them, but I guess Robert Van Persie for me was, I know we shouldn't say that name, but he was a good one for us that right before he left. So that's probably the bad part. Sorry for bringing them up. All right. Not sure how this is going to go. I've been isolated in Northern Ontario helping fight the fires there. Saw some of the scores which were a mixed bag. Oh, hi. Hey, there are some from Misfit. Yeah, thanks for helping us out there in those fighting those fires. Let's see, the game should. Oh, we still got 14 minutes before this game starts. They're showing Rice out there practicing, so warming up. Yep. Stay safe, my man, while you're out there. if you can listen in, I'll try to give you the scores and a little bit of what's going on. Well, I'll give you a lot of what's going on because that's what I do. Everybody saying hello. Got Canterbury Gooner or Riddy to his friends. Welcome to the show. So yeah. So talking about Havertz right now and what he is or isn't doing for Arsenal. I don't know. I think if Arteta can get Xhaka to perform, and I think Havertz is more talented, then it should be easier, right? It should be easier for him to get Havertz to produce whatever he wants, whatever Arteta is looking for. So I would expect that. I just don't think it's something he needed to do, but it's a challenge he decided to put in front. And we always ask uh, our players and whatnot to try to do, work on the things that they're not doing so well. So maybe he's working on that. During Timber, he identified a player, brought him in, and we've seen it immediately work. So, yeah, so that is our starting lineup. On the bench, we've got Hein, because Raya, I believe, will be at the game, but paperwork and all of that didn't get turned in time. You got Tomiyasu, you've got Kirior back there to help us in defense. What else do we have? Sorry, the screen is a little bit small on my side, so I can't even read a lot of it. You got Gabriel, of course, Jorginho, Smith Rowe, Nelson, Vieira, and Trossard. So we got answers on the bench. We'll see. Maybe Smith Rowe will come on Trossard if we need to if we're having trouble scoring. I expect Trossard to come on sooner than later. If it's 0-0 at half and we're not looking like we're going to get a score, well, it looks like we got something good here. We got Hines. There you go. England has come back and scored 1-1. Thanks for the updates there. So yeah, it's just England just needed to battle through that little bit of a storm that Colombia was giving them, and now they need to just go ahead and push forward. I can't cheer for England, by the way. On my passport, it does say I'm British, even though it's an American passport. Yeah, it must be towards the end of the half, right? So there we go. And then, so we have answers on the bench. It's good to see everybody healthy. And just think where we don't have Jesus, I would like to think Balogun would be part of this, but he's probably not. El Neni and Holding most likely won't be on the bench much. Rayo will take Hein out and he'll probably go into the academy games or whatnot. But yeah, so I think it's a strong bench, especially with Jorginho and Trossard. If you think about it, when we do go full strength, who from this starting lineup that's playing today is out. We know Nketiah is probably out, right? And Havertz might be the key to this. What happens there? So it's halftime. Colombia and England tie 1-1. Yeah. Finally back home. Got back yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. All right. I thought you were still out, but good that you're back. That means just back home safely. Glad to hear that. Yeah. Absolute howler from the Colombia goalkeeper. Almunia-esque. Oh, so I didn't. Cool. England needed to create something. I guess you put the ball in front of the goalkeeper makes a mistake, right? Hopefully England will take the game by the scruff of the neck and get an early goal in the second. Yeah, they need to take this one back. Wana Basaka, I guess, welcome to the show, I guess. I'm not sure what you're saying there. I don't know if I just put something up that is bad, but hopefully not, or else you're going to get blocked. So, yep, I said, welcome to the show. Let me make sure let's see. I have the game going on. I see the crowds walking into the stadium right now. I don't know. Hopefully this is not live. It's like a large crowd trying to get into the stadium. You can see into the stadium. There's still a lot of red seats. Oh, it's still live. There's a lot of people have not got to their seats yet. So, all right. So we're gonna go back to the big screen. You guys don't need to see the lineups. I think you're okay. Yep, Ryan is at the game. I know he was struggling to get some tickets, but looks like he did end up getting the tickets. So good luck. I'm happy for him there. Oops, there we go. So there you go. Okay, you guys talking about, I assume this is some band or something like that. So cool. The match is delayed 30 minutes. Oh, did not. Oh, that sucks. They haven't said that over here just yet. So I do have the game on 2 screens here just in case. So yeah. So kickoff delayed till 1 p.m. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. That's why I was telling you that it didn't look good. There was a big crowd still trying to get into the stadium, and there were a lot of red seat backs there. So makes sense why they delayed it. Can't get the crowd in. Yeah, they're still showing the outside with a lot of fans still waiting to get in. Yeah, it's one, I don't understand why the ticketing system is broken all of a sudden. Did they not go through the checks before they started this thing? I know the ballot, and maybe the balloting is tied to it as well. So yeah, this is not this is think about it. So here we go. This is the second season in a row, right? Or is it 2 of the last 3 where Arsenal's had something go wrong in that? I think it was 2 years ago, right? 2 seasons ago, where there were issues with the referees. That was our first home game, I think. Referees, communication devices, and now this one, fans can't get into the stadium. It's pretty poor Arsenal. Lots of money going into this thing. You can't get that right. Can't get the little things right. Not good. Not good. So I'm just moving some screens around so I can watch the game with you guys. Yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Mm. Mm. I wonder if this is also part of their fraud detection type thing, and that's why it's taken. Yeah, I mean that's it's showing a video of the people inside the stands, and there's lots of seats. I mean, there are a lot of people who are not in this stadium yet. So they didn't test this thing out. I thought they just changed the balloting, but it sounds like they have changed the ticketing system. So yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you got to do test runs with the system, right, to make sure it can handle people. I don't know. You would have thought they might. Oh, I guess couldn't have done it because they could have done it at any of. Did they? They could have tested it out probably. I don't know. Preseason game. You know. I don't know. Maybe didn't they play one of the games at Emirates? Uh, mm, you would think they would make provisions like for this though. How difficult is it for it to get fans in without a hustle? I think it's because of maybe because of the fake tickets and stuff, right? Right? People maybe trying to reuse the same ticket and all of that. So I don't know how else you do it without scanning it, right? Happy days. Game delayed. I'm rushing back. All right. So yeah. So that's where we are. So we got an extra 30 minutes of you guys listening to me chat. So what we're gonna do, because I do have the other Nottingham Forest's lineup. So let me stop sharing. I don't think we care about the lineups anymore. All right. So yeah, so the players who are just about to get in the tunnel, and then next thing you know, fellas, we are not ready to play. So I got a big screen, so I'm sorry if I look like I'm looking away. I should. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to bring this bigger screen over here, so at least I can see a big amount. I don't think you care about me looking at. I don't need to look at myself. I do want to look at the game here. So there we go. So I let me see. I have a West Ham season ticket. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Eat. You just say e-thickness is not working apparently. Hope they're calling. Yeah, IT. Control Alt Delete. Restart that thing, right? Lots of fake tickets. Probably help if these tickets don't go on sites like yeah. Well, I think that's the only way to control it is to minimize the exposure, right? So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. What else we got going on here? So yep. So I wanted to get into the lineup for both teams here. Let's move this over here. So for Nottingham Forest, they've got Matt Turner in goal. So there you go. So we helped them out. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Uh, especially if we get a penalty. Hopefully it does not come back to bite us. Apparently 35,000 people are still out. Well, wow. So almost half of the stadium, I believe, is that half of the stadium is out? That's terrible. This is that time when you got those fans that come in as soon as the gates open. I like laughing at those fans who decided to go, walk by the stadium, go get a beer, and then come back with like an hour to spare to try to get in. This is, you walk by the stadium, you go to the Tollington, you have a beer. All right, it's an hour to go before the game. Let's start trekking back. You do make it back. You got about 45 minutes, and you see a big crowd of people still trying to get in. Yeah, yeah. Russ, welcome to the show. Yes, I am in. I'm here. But Ryan is not. Ryan's probably trying to get into the stadium. They said 35. How big is ours? Is Emirates? Is it Emirates? Is it 60,000 or 80,000? I forget the number. I think it's. I want to say 60, but I thought it was 80. No, it was. No, I guess 60, right? 60. Yeah, I think it's 60. So half of the stadium is empty. At least half. Yeah, that looks like nobody's there. Wow, that's terrible. Mr. Bundle is in the house. Welcome to the show, Mr. Bundle. What's cooking? Well, it's not the ticketing system at the Emirates. Not the ticketing system at Emirates. It's struggling right now. So like I said, Matt Turner in goal. You got a back line of Scott McKenna, Joe Worrell, and Willie Bolly. On that midfield there, you've got Ola Anna, Aurel Magala, Ryan Yates, and Serge Aurier. And then up top, you've got Morgan Gibbs White, Brendan Johnson, and Danilo. Morgan Gibbs White, he's been playing pretty well. I mean, some could have said let's pick him up, to help support us, but he's on the left side, so it's probably not necessary. And actually, one person that is missing from the starting lineup, who's not 100%, is Taiwo Awani, I believe is how you say his name. Yeah, I think he scored the winning goal for them last season. So I guess that's a good thing for us, and I guess it is early part of the season, and players just aren't ready. So him coming off the bench is an answer for them. But we got a Trossard, so yeah. So we'll see how we do. We're probably going with a 3-4-3 like them, just to control that midfield, most likely, right? That's what they're gonna do. Oh, oh yes, that was the other news. The transfer you've got, as Riddy says here, Kane might have a chance to play one game, win one trophy. See what a move to a big club does for him, right? He's gonna hopefully get used to that, or hopefully not get used to it, depending on how it affects Arsenal, if it affects us at all. So yeah, he made the move eventually. I think I don't know if he was on the fence or he wanted his team to. He wanted it to just be handled without him having to get involved, but it sounded like he had to get involved and push the buttons of that team and got them to just go ahead and take the money and move on. So he's out. He's out of the league. The league now has lost a consistent 20 goal scorer. So we're just down to Harlan, who we expect to do it, Salah, and then Son on his day, but is he back to form? Um, who else is going to hit 20 for in the Premier League? 20. We keep hearing 20 goal striker is what's needed. They don't exist. They're not that many of them. If you got one, you don't want to let him go. So so yeah, we don't. I don't think we need a 20 goal scorer. It'd be nice to get a 15 goal scorer for sure. Been in a mental hospital, Hawk. Oh, hope you're doing all right, Mr. Bundle. Glad to have you here. Yeah, about time to sort that out. Cheddars. Yeah, yeah. Spencer in the house. They still sleep. Yeah, you're right about that. I could have slept a half an hour, but I need to be up since I'm doing a watch along here. But yeah, could have got an extra hours, half an hour of sleep. But I was already up at. I, I set my alarm for like 6:15, and like quarter to six, I was already awake. So I was ready to go. Ready to go. Uh, so I took my time, went downstairs, got my coffee and my tea, and my shake ready for the morning. Mm. Yeah, yeah. So Arsenal first game of the season, first home game of the season, problems. We should not be surprised. This has been consistent now. Uh, been in yeah. Hopefully everything's going all right, Mr. Bundle. Glad to have you on here. Hope I can make your time here enjoyable when this game does start. We still have we have 27 minutes according to this countdown clock over here. So Ali McCoast on comms over there. I've got I don't even know who I have on the commentary over here since it's on Peacock, and Peacock is ABC, I believe. So the Guna gatherings. What's up? Up group woke me up with all this the text. Oh, okay. I'm not in that group, so uh, yeah. So we are all right. I didn't get waked up. I don't get woke up by text. I don't think I have my phone. Oh, it's NBC. You're right. NBC. That's what it is. So NBC. That's right. NBC Sports. Yep. Yep. So yeah. 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 They're talking about Ramsdale now. Back in, I assume, where are they? I don't know where they are, but they were talking about Raya. And what do you guys think about Raya? You think he is the next number one for Arsenal? Or you think he's just a stopgap? They just decided to go really strong because they could. I think they got lucky with the loan. I think they probably were thinking if they could upgrade on goalkeeper, why not for 30 mil when they just spent what 24 on Ramsdale, and they decided to go and do that. And it even worked out that they got the loan, so now they don't even have. It doesn't really matter if they need to. If Ramsdale is the one or not. If he's the one, then they just let Raya go. If Raya shows that he's better, then they keep him, and then they figure out what to do next. Good problem. Good problem to have. I wish we would do it in other areas like striker. I get Jesus's. The reason for Jesus in the squad. It would just be nice to get a pure striker, right? Wouldn't it? If not, some competition for Saka. Um, Nelson is okay, but I don't think he's a starter in this league yet, right? So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, you think it's to replace Ramsdale. We shall see. Yeah, they definitely wanted Raya a while ago. Yeah, see, I'm listening to this as well. Tim Howard talking about it. Yeah, 5:53 this morning. Yeah, I was up around that time probably. I wasn't getting the messages from the Guna group. Arsenal misfits conspiracy. The delay gives fans more time to drink outrageously priced beer to help pay for rice and the rest of the. Hey, if that's what they got to do, man, everybody's got to make a buck somehow. If they screw up, if they slow down the ticketing system, so fans when they get inside will just be ravenous and just say, "Give me 2 beers, please," and go crazy. I guess you got to do that, but nah, I think they just screwed up once again. Well, not once again, but they just screwed up here. Whoever's in charge of this did not put in to play a true test. Oh, this looks like a Quanco. That's weird. I believe that's a Quanco. Coming on with his goalkeeper. We get Hine there. And yeah, got a Quanco. That's interesting. But he's not part of the bench. So I didn't know the players that weren't part of the bench can also or would be there at the game. But they're all the goalkeepers are coming out, I guess, to get to another warm up again. Yeah, so they just showed Ramsdale and his group, and we've got Erdogan. Looks like he's coming out now. So they're going to try this whole warm up thing again. There's Partey wobbling out, and Rice, and Ben White, and Timber, and Saka, and Havertz, and who else is this? Oh, Tomiyasu, and Nelson, and Gabriel, Jorginho, Trossard, and some coaches. So yeah, but the conspiracy might be working. This is how it should be at big clubs. Competition for every single. I get that. So for me, why have we not found a competition for Saka? We did it on the left side, right? Martinelli's got somebody who can take over for him very easily. Saka, no. Um, I mean, it's good that Ramsdale has. Um, I just think even competition for Nketiah would be really good. Don't you think? Yeah. Yeah, what if that conspiracy buys you a striker? Hey, we do want everybody wants wants Tony, right? So we're gonna get Tony. We need to make some money. As somebody said yesterday, why don't you guys just try and get buy Tony right now? Put money up, put a deal in front of a contract in front of Brentford and say don't even bother letting him come into your facilities. Let him come to us right away. I kind of like that idea that you don't have to worry about it anymore. You just bring them in, right? I just woke up to see Eddie up top. Yeah, Big Scunner, welcome to the show. Big Scunner up top. That is, yeah, and Keddy up top. That is crazy. Yeah, got Ray in the house. 35,000 fans. Still, it's been about 10 minutes since they have been sitting outside. Hopefully, that number is down now to hopefully close to 3,000. But I can't imagine with the amount of fans we saw standing outside that one gate. Um, it's going to be a while. Yeah, probably a grain of salt there. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I was just going through that. Players are back out to get re-warmed up again. The new super duper ticketing system already broke. Arsenal club is. Yeah, this is not a good sign. These are the little things that Vinay, I think, right? Isn't that? I guess he's more marketing, but whoever's in charge of this stuff needs to get it right. Yeah, Hawkwind. I would put that up, but you know me. I'm not. I don't. No, I'm not putting it up. But anyway, it sounds like you're thinking Eddie has some pictures of Arteta and vegetables. Not putting it up. I just, me. I just nah. I'm. I guess nah. Arsenal now have competition for seats among fans. There you go. Those fans with the fake tickets, those fans with the good tickets, all trying to get into the same spot. There you go. Yeah, yeah. You would have thought this new system. When you've got $1 billion, you know, company per se, that the one thing you would want to make sure is that the paying customer can actually come see the product. That's probably key to this whole thing, especially if you're going to have a stadium and all of that. And now you've delayed the game, which means the commercial aspects are all screwed up, right? So, because now that means we could essentially be competing with other teams that might be starting when their games are. Since we are the only team, I know we've got, it's a 2.5 hour difference from the original start of this game and the next ones, but you would think this is your time to shine all by yourself, and we kind of screwed that thing up. Yeah. Yeah, so it was already bad to begin with, so they fixed it, and now fans can't get in. So yeah. Oh, they're showing. I must have been watching two streams because now I'm seeing the players come out again. So hate hate on Eddie Hawkins. All I appreciate wouldn't have beat Man last year without him. Play him the full 90 minutes. He would pop up with a goal. It's just about feeding him the ball, which teams don't do. That's the problem, though. He will give you the goal, but he doesn't give us other things. So if he's struggling to score, which is pretty much 50% of the time, what does he do for you? And that's the problem, I think, right? And Arteta wants people who can provide other aspects to the game, and Eddie doesn't do that. So he's not out. I don't feel he presses good. I feel he takes. I think he takes time. He rests when he should be pressing. I mean, if you watch, like when I watch him, he'll like kind of just move all around on the pitch. He's not pressing like if you see Jesus out there. Jesus, and I wouldn't say he's running with it without, like a chicken without his head on, but he's out there putting pressure on that back line. I don't think Nketiah does that, and I think that's one thing he should do because he should be trying to show why he's out there on the pitch. So that's what I think he's lacking. He looks like he's just going out for a jog, and I kind of want him out there actually trying to fight for a job, and he's not doing that. So I don't know. Check it out today and let me know if you see that. But I kind of feel like when he's out there, he's not putting much pressure on that back line. I mean, we saw. Think about when he came in, I guess 2 seasons ago, and he had that really good game against Chelsea, right? He was right there on that back line in terms of putting a little bit of pressure on them. They made a mistake. He just pounced on it, right? He doesn't do that too often. I think that's one thing he should do more. So teams know when he comes on that he's going to put pressure on that back line, right? And because he's not going to come back and support the midfield like Jesus or Trossard, and he's not for me as dominating in the air as a Havertz could be. We haven't seen it yet for us, but that's what he's known for. Eddie Hawkins still showing the fans trying to get in. They are smiling, meaning I don't know why they're smiling. Should be pissed off. They can't get in. So, oh my God, it's taken. It's gonna take. Yeah, they gotta go. Oh, this is security. The security guys checking to make sure they're not bringing any illegal stuff. So, yeah. So what do we got here? Eddie peaked against United last year. That's his ceiling. He's not getting any better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eddie needs things to be perfect, I think, sometimes, and that's the problem. We're not going to be perfect, so you're going to need to provide other things, and that's what he doesn't do. Apparently, it's digital like us going to games in the States was a membership card normally. That's right. You're right. They went to a digital thing now. Yeah. So, that's okay. Yeah, I don't get the English humor. It's been a while. Or as Stefan says, yeah. Hope Eddie turns into a 20-goal striker. Who would love it to happen? But I don't. Yeah, no, I would like it to happen. We're not even getting. He's not even getting to 10. So when is 20 is out of the the realm of possibility. Um, let's get him to 10 first. The look on Matt Turner's face is scaring you. You know what? I think. Of course, he's going to want to play well today. He's been in the stadium, played for this team in the stadium in Europa, right? And maybe some of the cup games, I think. But no, I think Turner is, yeah, he'll play up, but you know what? He, he doesn't have answers for what we're going to bring if we decide. If we play down to them, yeah, it will be a really good game for them. As I like to say, there are levels to this thing. I don't think Nottingham Forest is at our level, and if we come and we play at our level, and if Arteta instills that in the squad, it won't matter. It won't matter how confident he is. We should be able to put punish them a little bit. You can't find the match. I'm not sure. It's on TNT Sports if you have that. I believe I don't know what else options you have. Nightman Nemeth, welcome to the show. Arsenal. They're looking at. I'm looking at the stadium, and it's starting to fill up in the lower levels. The middle levels, you can still see a lot of shirts, a lot of back red tops. The upper area actually looks like it's filling in. So the cheap seats, they're showing the fans as they're walking in over here. I think I've got. Oh, you know what it is? My feed on the computer is a little bit behind on my phone. I got two streams going. That's why I was wondering why I'm seeing them come into the stadium again. Yeah, Nemeth, that's what Arteta said. Yeah. Let's see, what time is this? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a 30-minute delay, so should be starting hopefully in less than 10 minutes here. Can you not find it in fake? But you guys, Eddie is the greatest. I want Eddie to. You know what? I don't know. Arteta likes projects. He likes to be able to pull the best out of players. The thing is, he doesn't realize that he didn't have to pull anything out of Saka. He didn't really have to pull anything out of Erdegaard, Martinelli, right? These are young players that had the talent, and all they needed was some fine tuning and time on the pitch. Yeah, good calls. Yeah, ready for kickoff soon. I'm ready. Nighttime. Did I actually say foot? Did I actually say? I didn't say the S word. Did I, Nightman Nemeth? I don't think I said the. Did I say the S word? I hope not. I usually pride myself in understanding what's football and what's not. So yeah, I don't think I said it. I tried. That's the last thing that's in my mind is that. Nah, I don't think I said it. If I did, I'm just gonna have it deleted. Um, so game on as I have here. It's been an hour. I just as I told people all the time, the fact that I'm sitting here talking for an hour, it's not essentially by myself, but with only me on the show talking to you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Uh, but it's been an hour, so let's see if are they going to start this game without all the fans in the stadium? Predictions going forward. You know what? Initially, I had a 3-1 Arsenal, and then now I'm thinking I went to 3-0. So that's for me. I'm going 3-0 for this. Uh, I have 3-0 for me. I think Trossard will come on and get the goal to put this thing away. Um, I think what Arteta wants is Nketiah to score because I think that will prove that to Arteta that he's worthy of the starting position, or not starting position today, but as a regular in that lineup. I think that's what Arteta would want. Havertz, I think for me, I would like Havertz to score because I believe he's got it in him, and we need to get that out of him sooner than later. I don't want to wait till 10 games from now to figure out, all right, we got him. I wanted this experiment to work, project to work immediately, and then Trossard to come finish it off. That one goal that you're talking about there, Riddy, that's going to be one because we're playing in a formation that is a little bit new to us, which kind of sucks that we're still at that point where we're doing that. But yeah, so, and I did not say that word. I don't know why you guys no, I don't think I said, I didn't say it. I don't believe I would have said it. No, no. Yeah, it says it's supposed to kick off at 1 p.m. in England in London. Looks like the players are in the tunnel. So here we go. We'll try this again. 4-0 is what Ray has. We should compete with City every weekend. I got where to go. Oh, yeah. So you know what? We have so many answers for who can score, right? We have so many answers. So why not? As I say, why not's not with us today, but why not, you know, to have a perfect game, the front line needs to score Erdegaard and Havertz, not Havertz and Trossard, right? That's 5 goals there for me, at least five. We beat them 5-0 last time. I think it's 5 or 4-0. We beat them. It was 5-0. We beat them last time. We need to return to that again. I think we have it in him. Timber once again needs to have a really good game. We'll see how he does now that the lights are actually on. Got Erdegaard right there, or Martin, and next you got Matt Turner right there next to him. So there you go. Matt Turner used to be on the other side coming in. now he's on the not so he's not on the fun side anymore. So Arsenal, what are you guys talking? I never said it. Come on, stop with this. I never said it. No, no, I don't believe that. I never said it. I'm not gonna keep. No, not man. I'm not gonna keep on calling it. No, I never said it in the first place. So Arsenal's up 2-1, but Karen says it's 2-2. I probably should have this game on. It sounds like it's really interesting. Lessie with the goal. There you go. Very good. I should have this game on. I had it on before, and I was like, I can't multitask, but I probably should multitask. You know. So I'm gonna put it up here in the upper low corner up here. So we got the stands look pretty full now. I don't see the red seats anymore. So I'm gonna go mute here, and voila. All right, Russo with the goal. So yes, very nice. Arsenal, Arsenal up 2-1 now. Arsenal's been doing pretty well in the World Cup with this Women's World Cup. I mean, if you look at all the players, most current and some former players, all contributing, right? I mean, if you think about it, Arsenal player knocked America out of the World Cup, right? Where Hertig, I think is her name. But yeah, so Russo with the goal, very nice. Very nice to see her score. I think, I haven't seen her. I don't think she's been contributing with goals of late, but it's good to see her get that goal. I think they've been going to the bench and getting something out of the bench. Yeah, yeah. If Gary said it never happened, yeah. If I say it didn't happen, it didn't happen. All right. There's no about it. It's just it didn't happen. So Karen with the correcting the score here. It's 2-1. England is up, which is what we expected. It looks like France got knocked out earlier today on penalties. I saw. Australia looks like a team in destiny. I mean, they haven't even been playing with Sam Kerr, and they've still been making it through. So I think England's in that same position. The thing about England's missing two of the best players probably in women's football right now, and it hasn't made a dent. That's why I kind of felt like going into this thing, America is way behind. I mean, because they missed one player really, with Swanson being out, but that was a big, big, big miss for them because they didn't have anybody else at her level. I mean, Alex Morgan, yeah, but Alex Morgan isn't Swanson the way she was playing the last couple of months going into the warm-ups for the World Cup. On paper, we are a better club than last season. So I'm going. Yeah, no, I'm here with you, Stephen. I'm here with you, Arsenal Misfit. They got the London Forever song going, which it's not my favorite, but that's what the fans and the stadium like. So let them sing. Let them sing. The players are in a huddle in the midfield here, so we're gonna go. Come on, I'll see you at halftime. Ready? We'll be here chatting away. I believe. Yeah, Stefan believes me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man, you guys stop with that. I didn't say it. Yeah, it went to penalties and they took 20 to decide which one. Yeah, 20. Wow, that's crazy. 20 penalties to finish it off. Apparently, the Football League clubs in England are to rebrand as. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any. No, it's. I like world football. I like the fact that it's called football. That's what it is. It's football. You play with your feet. Like American football, they don't play with their feet, but it's called football, and they only touch it to start the game, after a score, or or to restart the game after a score. Those are the three times you use your feet, all right? Or to you punt it away, all right? So yeah, showing Ben Rice. So the game is on over here. Not sure how far behind you guys are. MLS, what does the S stand for? Yeah, I know what it stands for. It doesn't mean I'm going to call it that. We call it MLS. We don't call it the S word, right? You don't say I'm going to the S word game. You say I'm going to an MLS game, right? Very nice from Rice there. Very nice. Rice with a nice tackle there, cleanly, and Arsenal's ball. And I think we got a free kick. I think that's a Timber. I think is that. Yeah, Timber. So yeah. So I'm liking this. That was really good. They got the ball first, came down, and Rice said, "Nah, it's all mine." So so no, Nketiah, I need to see. Nketiah needs to give me what I wanted from Trossard. I want us to go. Yeah, that's uh, that's it. Oh, Havertz, not Havertz, Erdegaard with a terrible touch there. Kind of. Oh, the ball goes right by him. All right, hold on to the ball now. Let's go. Erdegaard, his first touch wasn't so good. A little bit too strong there. Got Partey on that right-hand side. Up to Saka. So here we go. Saka's going to take. He's got three players. Where are the other teammates coming? Like when Saka has three players engaged, why do we all just run away from him? Somebody needs to cut in and support him so he has somewhere to go with it. I don't get that sometimes. It should be. I always say, take what they give you. You got it. Nketiah coming back to support, which he's been doing that a lot now, which is what we need. The way we play, and that's kind of the problem, right? We have why does our Saka on the run here? He's got space. He puts a cross in, and we have nobody there. And Nketiah is late. I think Nketiah is late. He has to know that ball's coming. That's the problem. The cross comes in, and Nketiah is just not there in the midfield. I think he needs to be there. We got the ball back again now, so. That was a nice cross from Saka. I'm saying Nketiah was a little bit late there. I think when you see Saka get that ball, you have to dead sprint to get into that box to get to the spot. We're 3 minutes in here. Thanks for everyone for staying with me through that extra 30 minutes. Game is on, and here we go. So here we go. And Russo is okay. So they're showing Russo running around. All right, it's going back and forth. Ben White and Saka back to Saliba. So it's nice to think like, look, Jesus is out, Gabriel is out, and we don't feel like we're missing anything. Got Saka's putting pressure on again, puts a cross in, and does it come off of him or not? Nope, it goes out for a corner. Saka, I hate when he's got that grimace on his face. I think he might have clashed on that kick there, and a little tackle there, left a little bit in there. So I think that guy's gonna have to. Anna's gonna have to do that all game. Here comes Saka with the corner. We're into the 4th minute here, and Colombia looks like they just took a shot. Goalkeeper pushed it over. Very good from her. And Stuart Atwell. The fact that I actually know that name is terrible, right? I did not say that word. Stop it. You guys, I'm gonna have to put like a sensor or something that says Gibbs White's going at Ben White. Gibbs White versus Ben White. They're just going at it. Here we go. Saka puts the cross in, and it gets cleared away easily by Aurier. All right. Mm. That is major league shenanigans there. Ben White. You know Ben White likes that stuff. And Nightman, stop it. Stop it. All right, here we go. Another time. Saka's attempt number 2. Puts it in, and it gets cleared away very easy. Doesn't get past the first defender there, so not really a good one from Saka. Uh, Stefan, I get the first part, the second part of it, I don't understand. And now they're talking about Arteta. He's limit the descent, is what they're saying. Yeah. We have the ball still. I think we've had a lot of possession of this ball. I should make sure I have the stats here. Let's see. Saka out there on the right hand side again. He's got 3 people coming to him. Tries to get the ball to Erdegaard, who's hiding, and I think that's the problem. He's got 3 guys on him, and they won't even. They don't come to come to. Just come a little closer so he can see you. They're like hiding behind the defense. Let's see. Gary's fighting so hard not to. I've never said it. I don't even say it. Stop it. I don't say it. I have not said the word. I don't believe I've said the word. Now you're gonna make me. I'm gonna have to go back and check to see if I said it now. See, got a ball in, and is that Havertz? No, that was Martinelli. Oh, they said the ball went out. I don't know about that. I think that was. I don't think it went out. Just because it touches the line doesn't mean it went out, buddy. And Martinelli coming over to the right side. Saka and that other word. Yeah, maybe that's what you guys are confusing because I do mumble. I will say I will mumble once in a while. So maybe that's what you're hearing me when I say Saka. You think I'm saying the other thing, but it's Saka, Bukayo, all right? So I say Bukayo. Will that make it easy for you guys? Especially you, Nightman, Nemeth. All right, come on. We got the ball back again. We're in the 7th minute, almost going to go into the 8th minute here. So yeah, I like the control we have. I just would like some shots on goal. We haven't had one yet. So we've had the ball for about 90% of the time. No shots. See, that's the part that I don't like. No shots. 90% of possession for what? Ball's out to Saka again. He's got one guy on him. Drake beats him, and he takes the ball in. Oh, and Kedia is late again. Oh, come on. And he's got to get there, I think. When you see Saka come inside, Nketiah's got to get there. He's got to beat his man to the spot. And once again, he doesn't beat his man, and the ball rolls easily to the goalkeeper. Nightman Nemeth has heard me say that word. You heard me say Saka because he's been on the ball most of this game. You have not heard me say the other word. One's with an A, one's with the other word, other letter. All right. So you got counting. You count how many times I said Saka? I get it. So you've got Nottingham Forest has the ball now. Probably the most possession they've had in a while. And they're about to throw it in. So all right, there we go. Ball back to Ramsdale. And nice little ball over to Partey. I like how Partey lets the ball roll, roll in front of him, and then he picks it up. We need to do that a lot more. We got Saka, Bukayo. All right. Ball's back to Saliba. And you've got Timber. It's the ball into Nketiah. All right. Nketiah's coming back. I like that as support, but the one thing that Nketiah doesn't do is he comes out to support, that midfield, and then he takes his time to get back into his position. When Jesus was healthy in that first season he came in, he would come up, help support that midfield, and then he would attack that back line. And Nketiah needs to do that And he look, there's nobody in the middle. The cross comes in, and Nketiah is there to head it, but he's heading it in front of Havertz. I don't know. I would like if he's a striker. Why isn't he? The ball's on the right hand side. I would expect him to be on the right side of the pitch. Is that just me asking for too much? If Nketiah scores, I am not changing what the game's called. It's called football. All right. All right. So we're into gonna go. It's almost 10 minutes is completing up right now, and we know we still haven't done. We haven't tested their goalkeeper. Have not tested their goalkeeper. Uh, that's what Nketiah needs to do. He needs to test the goalkeeper. Yeah. All right. So, Erdegaard, get that ball. Nope. All right. Ben White boots it up pitch and headed back. There we go. And Saliba heads it up. Uh-oh. And Johnson's got it. And Johnson should have scored. He does not score. That was, oof. Johnson should have scored there. We should be down. Luckily, we're not down. We should have been down. It's one-on-one with Ramsdale. He tries to chip it over the goalkeeper. And it's a header from Aurier. And wow, I fell asleep down the back line there. He could have actually dribbled past Ramsdale if he wanted to, but he decided to chip it over, and we got lucky there. Arsenal hopefully wakes up now. That shouldn't happen. That just was the teams heading it back and forth, and they took advantage of it. And now Havertz basically, I think they got a little lazy with the ball and just let it and just didn't attack the ball. And I don't know if we're gonna get it. Yeah, yeah, that looked. I don't know about Harry Maguire-ish, but that didn't look good defensively the way we were there. They had one play that was offside, one play that was onside, and as they kind of switched, we kind of lost track. And I believe that was Ben White who kind of lost the man because Saliba was close to the man that was running up the pitch. That was running from offsides, and got a nice ball there to Havertz. Havertz tries to get it out to to Martinelli, but he doesn't, and he got a free kick to Forest. Um, Atwell's talking to Erdegaard about what. So Saliba heads it up. Yeah, you know what? It's hard because Saliba's got two players around him. One's offsides, one's onside, and I think I don't know. Ben White should be over a little bit more, but all right. So we've got Partey bringing it up now. We got the ball. We've been having this ball. Erdegaard's got it. Ooh, nice little move there. Gets the ball up to Saka. Saka's offside, so he runs into Oh, that was Nketiah. Sorry, I'm so used to it being somebody else. It was Nketiah actually on that ball from Erdegaard. Very nice from Nketiah. Glad to see him do that. He's got to stay on side though. Has to stay on side. He never didn't realize where he was on the pitch. I don't think he gets to it if he's on side, but um, he almost got to it. You hope to see Mr. Tom soon. Yeah, I think with his team being in the championship. Won't see him as much, but he will come on and I have my show later today. I expect to see him there, or else it's just me chatting away with the games going on. But I expect to see him there. Then again, if Leeds is playing, which I think they might be, he might be a little bit late. So don't worry, no worries. We'll talk through it as I'm doing right now. We're in the 14th minute here. We've pretty much been dominating possession, but in terms of like they've gotten one shot, we've gotten one shot, and that's the poor part of this. And White, I don't know what that he just knocks it off of the defender easily. They're gonna go up that right side all day because Saka is he's having a good day. It's the only problem is we're not producing any shots out of it. So for me, it's not working. Sometimes it was, yes, we're getting all the possession, but you get nothing, no results out of it. Maybe we should try the left side a little bit more or switch things up, you know? Big Martinelli over to the right. The ball cross comes in, and once again, easily cleared. Saka gets the ball to Erdegaard, back out to Saka. And Saka tries to get the cross in, can't get past the defender. Now we're getting now we're getting an English lesson here. That word came from is from Oxford. Slang abbreviation of association, and it's credited to the late 19th century English footballer Charles Redford Brown. Sorry about that. It's just really small on my screen. So to explain this, that S word, you talk about a footballer. So you know what? It's football. Balls into Havertz. Havertz to Erdegaard. Erdegaard is trying to gets it to Saka. Saka, no, Ben White. Yeah, nothing. See, they're giving us everything we want. We at some point somebody's going to have to break the line and take it. Oh boy, a really Saliba poor pass, and Ben White's there to clean it up. See, this is what happens. They are just waiting for us to make mistakes, and we are obliging. We need to be a little bit more attentive to what we're doing here, and put it all and be attentive all the way till that ball goes into the goal. Getting lazy out here, fellas. Getting lazy out here, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. So, oh man, a bird who I knew just rang, and she's not happy. Uh huh. Uh huh. So we're in the 17th minute here, and it'd be nice for us to get some shots out of this. Ball comes in, Erdegaard doesn't attack the ball. Saka loses the ball. They are getting 50-50s here, and there we go. We just get the ball back. All right. They tried there. We're in trouble here. The way we're not been able to be a little bit more clinical in this final third. I mean, I know they have a lot of players back, but at some point we like allowing them to get oof, allowing them to do this to us. And Stefan was a little bit of history here. Football originally referred to rugby, huh? All right, it should be called feetball. Yeah, but you can't. Most people do not use both. Do not use both feet or use their feet. They do one foot at a time, right? So, still got the possession. Only got the one shot to show for it, which I think is the key. Got Nketiah coming back, which is good, but then he needs to get back into position. I think that's what he comes up to support, which is great. And then he just kind of like jogs back. He needs to run back, get into that position so he's ready when we finally do break it down. Do I like American football? I do. I do. My team is, well, I have two teams. One is my college team where I went to school, University of Florida. I like them. They have been really poor of late. And the Dallas Cowboys, which has been a butt of many jokes of late as well. They have won. I've seen them win 3 Super Bowls, but for the last 20 plus years, they have not done well. So, yeah, I think we should call the NFL the national. Yeah, you guys are so funny. It's going to be the S word show today, but I'm not saying it. I say Saka, and I'm going to have to pronunciate that a little bit better so you don't feel like I'm saying the other word. So, yeah, these stats are not helping the cause, fellas. This is where, for me, in this type of game, we need to I don't know what is our advantage in this game with this lineup. You know what I mean? Because you've got Partey, who I think is with a cross in from Timber, and it doesn't get past the defender, but we're offsides, which kind of sucks. We can't get that first ball past a defender a lot of times on these crosses, and when we do, our player is not there. He's always late. So this header back and forth thing is kind of, yeah. I'm not sure who's to blame here. Is it White? Is it is they're showing that header where I'm a little surprised that Johnson, even though he opened up his hips, as soon as he saw the goalkeeper react, which Ramsdale always reacts immediately, why he didn't just pull it back down again. He would have scored easily. He could have just walked it in. Ramsdale came out a little bit too. He came out to make himself big, of course, but then he gave up what he was gonna stop. He was gonna stop that nice little shot over his left shoulder, and it wasn't a good attempt by Johnson. We're lucky there. And you think after that we would come out and just punish them, right? And they try to go after Partey, and Gibbs White learns that Partey is not the one. Don't mess with Partey. He's not the one. And he just kind of rolls off of Partey. Um, Gibbs White won't try it again. We've got possession here. We're in the 21st minute. I think we're just, this is the thing, I guess, also, since we are playing with a lineup, we didn't Partey with a ball into the middle, and there's nobody there. I don't know. Nketiah he's off to the left, which is fine, but Partey's pass was to no one. So, I mean, it looked promising, but there was nobody there. I don't know. I think Nketiah just jogs around a lot, and like I never see him like that. Oh, Nketiah almost got a score there. Turner was a little bit late, and Nketiah gets his foot in there and is able to stop it, and the ball bounces out. Ooh, nice one from it. See, that's what I. But for me, if Nketiah is running, he's there sooner, and he even rushes it, and maybe he gets there and gets to trap the ball and score. So, Turner, you know, took his eye off the ball a little bit. Took a little break, try to exhale and get a little break, and Nketiah put a little pressure. I want him to continue to do that because he needs to do something more than just be there for a nice tip in. He needs to be there, put a little bit of pressure on that back line. Got the ball back again. Like they get the ball for one or two touches, and it's us. The problem is they've had the best chance here on those one or two touches, which is terrible. I mean, all this possession, and we haven't even tested the goalkeeper. And one time we did is on when the goalkeeper, was trying to clear the ball and letting Nketiah get too close. That's been our best attempt, I feel. Yeah, I think I've seen what's his name, a guy from that team. Boy, who is it? Uh, the golfer from Real Madrid. I forget his name now. He did that in a game I saw where he stuck his foot out goalkeeper, and he got Saka, long ball to Saka. It's not there. It's a little bit too long. All right. All right. So we're almost halfway through, or halfway through this first half. Quarter way done with this game. Possession of the ball has gone down a little bit. It's down to 87%. Yeah, yeah. This game could have been easily 0-1 to Forest for sure. And Arteta, and sorry, I should say Arsenal needs to wake up. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm. I don't know what this is all about, Nightman Nemeth. Oh no, I don't know. Oh, that's not about this game. That's crazy, right? Rice Havertz doesn't want to one touch it. Mm. Partey, come on. Partey. Yeah, Saka with the ball on the right. Mm. A lot of possession here. All right. Saka's come inside a lot more. Erdegaard's out to the right. Gets the ball into Saka. Saka, who tries to score, he gets blocked really easily. Ball's back to Saka. Saka puts a cross in and off the defender out for a corner. Saka is doing a lot. He's just not. I'm not sure, Nightman Nemeth, what you're watching, but maybe not this game because I've not seen it yet. Got a corner coming up, so maybe this is it. We've had more corners and then 4 corners to their 0. So let's see how we do. Maybe we score here. Yeah. So here we go. Corners coming. There we go. Corners in. Gets past the defender. Saliba heads it. And Martinelli's got the ball. Gets the ball out on the left-hand side here. Decides to attack that line. Oh, nice ball he puts in there. Nketiah, very nice. Very, very nice. And this is what I wanted to see from Eddie. Yes, very, very nice from Nketiah. Very, very nice. He's got this phone call. As much as we hate on Eddie, and I definitely hate on Eddie, how did he score that? Yes, that just his patience in the box and a lot of put a lot of aggression behind that. But that was a nice split of defenders by Martinelli there to open that thing up. And I think Matt Turner's probably figuring out what happened there. But if you see Martinelli, he takes that ball. He looks like he's going to attack the goal line. Sees 2 defenders and somehow just splits both of them. Gets the ball to Nketiah, and Nketiah takes a step to the right and then comes back to the near post. And Turner gets beat on the near post. Imagine that, a former Arsenal goalkeeper. Oh, what a nice pass by little back heel there from Martinelli. And Nketiah's in the spot. Looks like he's going to go left, goes right, and then goes between the leg of the defender and pass Turner. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Nketiah, I am. Yep, that's it. It's all about Eddie now. This is what we've been waiting for. Yes. He needs 10 goals this year, and this is a good start. This is a good start. If Jesus isn't going to give us 38 games availability, then we're going to take it. Potter's Bar Crusaders have scored against Wickford. All right, that's what you were wondering. That's what you were looking at. But Nketiah just scored 2, but it was a really nice pass from Martinelli that set that thing up. Eddie, I don't know. Eddie football is what you're saying. Ange, yes, very, very, very. And Martinelli showed us, and that's the problem. We go up that right-hand side over and over and over again. You got Martinelli on the left side, who also is creative with the ball, and he looked really good there. I think Ray will hopefully be happy with that because Ray thinks that he's not that, he's a little bit lacking on that side, but he looked really good there. Martinelli breaking down and making a really nice pass. I mean, that's almost a Erdegaard type pass where he's got only one option to get that ball through past the defenders, and yeah, where's the Eddie hate? Yeah, no, there's Eddie hate because you know what? I think we can do better, but you know what? Arteta thinks he's got something about him, and I want to see it. That's the thing. If Nketiah is being pushed in front of us every time by Arteta, I want to see what he sees. You know what I mean? Like he's seen something in practice or whatever. Well, I want to see it too, but we don't always see it, and that's the problem. So I don't know if it's hate as much as show me. Show me. This means you have to call. No. It's only one. It's called football. It had to be. It had. You know what? It had. It had to be him because I was talking about him not being there, not being late, and all of that, and he was there. Deal is, what? There was no. A deal only works if I shake your hand on it. And guess what? No way am I touching your hand for that bet. Not in the least. Nope, not happening. Turner should have done better, but you know what? That near post is a little. We have a little bit of problem with that, right? We have a little bit of problem with that. I might be looking off screen just because I want to see the game, but I also want to I want to have your comments up. And the only way I can do that, I can do that over here. Let's do that over here. I'll move my screen around so I can see all the comments and I can see the game as well without having to look too far away. So yeah. So there we go. So yeah, nope. So what is this one? Uh, was about to comment what we need more play from the left side. you know, I think I want to say I said that as well. I believe I did. I did say in Saka's getting a lot of love. It would be nice to go up the other side or have Martinelli come over and just try something different. And they did, and it worked. So there you go. We think alike, right? What else we got here? Eddie, the legend. There we go. Burnley goalkeeper should have done better last night. It was a good goal. Yeah, you know what? I think as much as you could blame the goalkeeper probably for that second goal, um, but I feel like they could have done with it in Kedia or Balogun because they had opportunities to score and they just not so good up top there, and that is where those the teams that are coming into the league, that's why Bamford looks helped Leeds stay up, right? Because he came in and he was putting pressure on that back line and actually was scoring, right? And Burnley could have done that. They could have scored yesterday. They had a couple opportunities to score, and that would have been probably really nice. We've got let's look at 1 minute of extra time here. England is up 2-1 on Colombia. Colombia's fans are trying to cheer them through, but it looks like England should go through now. They're able to hold on to this lead for the next 30 seconds here. Pink hand waving, yeah. Got the ball to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz put it crosses in. Kedia does just try to split the defenders. I really like that. He's there where I want him to be, and he's actually attacking the ball. Very good. I like that from Nketiah. Very good. He sees two defenders in front of him, and guess what? He doesn't care. He knows he's got to get there for that ball. The pass is coming. The ball gets passed. He has an opportunity to score. Very good from Nketiah. I like that. You know, that's yeah. Eddie statue outside. Sorry, not gonna happen. And it's not called that. Got a corner coming here. Mr. Tom is in love. His man is doing his job. Corner comes in, and oh no, does he do it again? No, he doesn't. And Kedia had a ball, got it taken off his feet. Oh, gets turned over by Timber. Timber gets the ball to Partey, back to Timber. Saka with it. Saka's got the ball. Ah, my God. And Saka has shown that, guess what? I can do what anything you can do, I can do better. And Saka from, I think he's from just inside the 18, puts a ball on the far corner, and Matt Turner gets beat. Yeah, Matt Turner's going, damn. This is what I wanted, but I don't think I like it. But yeah, very nice. We got that ball going back and forth. We get the ball to Saka. Saka just doesn't even step into the 18. It's getting to the 18, sees the far corners open, and lets it fly. Very nice. I know they're gonna say, you know what? We saw the same thing yesterday from a one Harland, but we got a Saka. Saka. We got a Bukayo Saka, and he can do things as well. So there you go. Anything you could do, I could do better. Brace from Saka, and it's on. Right? Yeah, probably the best, the greatest. And you guys are just S word. I'm not saying it. I mean, both of you. No, stop it. This is a football show. It's football. I don't know what's going on here. My voice might sound like I'm from America, but this is not that kind of game. This is football. It was a good goal. I'm not hating, but it still doesn't change the fact he's not good enough. No, Big's gonna. I'm with you. This is why we have him to do that. What he just did. I think he could have had a couple opportunities early in the game as well, but I'm not going to take away from the goal. He scored it. He eventually got there, right? He got there. So we're going to take that as a positive. And then we're doing we got a Mikel Arteta song. I don't know. You know what? I I don't know. These are the cheers that I thought I would have to know going into a football season. The Mikel Arteta and the London Forever type things. I didn't think these were the the songs I would. They're like I remember listening to the football matches and they were singing. I'm like, what are I would like to be able to sing some of that stuff, like the hardcore stuff. Uh oh, they're on the attack here. And Sacker able to tip the ball away. Very nice. Ball back to Ramsdale, and we should reset this thing. Mr. Tom has joined us. Welcome, Mr. Tom. Did your team play today? I don't even know. They play. I think they play tomorrow. All right. So, so he's probably in a good news, good mood. Everybody saying hi to Mr. Tom. Happy birthday, Mr. Tom. Is your birthday? That's outrageous, BX. Probably the best player at the club. You see, this is what happens. This is why Eddie gets all the hate because you guys, yeah, you guys will go there where the Arsenal's up 2. Now I should, you know what? I didn't do it, and I need to do this. You guys. Um, yeah, I haven't been. Here we go. Put the score up here. Oops, did I not? No, I didn't fix this thing. All right, save, and then we'll put this up. So now the score is right. Yeah, the score is right. Yep. Guys, nobody was telling me that. I'm always bad about getting the score up. I got it up, and we're up 2-1. So you gotta remind me, guys. You gotta remind me. Let's go. Where are we at? All right, so I think I was over here. England won. England did finish it off. They did hold on to the 1-0 lead. Oh, sorry, the 2-1 lead, and they're on to the semis. I assume they play Australia. So not good enough yet. More than 2/3 of the time he scored. Yeah, yeah. You know he scores. My thing is I need to see more. Got a cross here. Ramsdale gets it, and we're moving on. 37th minute here. England wins. There you go. And Saka scores. Saka, and that word I don't like. Saka, baby. What a kick. Yeah. Well, let's go. Sorry, I'm just catching up. You know what happened? Oh, man, I am really behind here. Am I behind that much? 4 minutes. Oh, man, we'll get into this. Turner's in trouble. You know what? Turner's right where he needs to be. He needs experience, and this is what Ramsdale went through. If you think about it, Ramsdale went through some of this when he was playing, and look where Ramsdale is. He's a lot better goalkeeper. I think you're not. It's hard. I don't think you can experience. You can be a good goalkeeper if you can't experience these types of games. You know, especially when you're starting out, you're gonna get better by it. So we're starting to cook. I hope so. We need another goal to get out of this first half and feel comfortable about it. That 5-0 could be there. So you tried even more. Yeah. There you go. And Mr. Tom with the Saka. Yeah. I am not saying that word. Stop it. I'm trying to keep an eye on this. What? Stop it. Eddie Nketiah does the Origi roll. Well, people don't realize it. Here comes the ball. Oh. No, I think it was Havertz there with the ball, but and it's a little bit too long there. Would have liked him maybe to try to score, but I think he might have put that pass in with his left foot, so might have been a little hard to score. Herdegaard gets the ball into Nketiah. Nketiah tries to shoot, and ball goes out. Nketiah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Mr. Tom, happy birthday. I didn't know it was his birthday. Why did I not know it's your birthday? It's not your birthday. I think we did this the last time I was on a show. You guys said it's Mr. Tom's birthday. Until Mr. Tom says it is, I'm not going to believe it. All right. Now, whose goal was better, Saka and Nketiah? You know what? Both goals were good. I'm taking both goals. Which one is better? For me, the first goal of the season, better. If Saka gets his second, Bukayo gets his second goal, gets a brace, then maybe his goal was better. But for now, nah. In terms of difficulty, they were both. Yeah, I think they were both. You know, he had to get away from 2 defenders and put the ball in the far corner. You know, away from the goalkeeper, on their post actually, to him, and did really well. I love the professionalism of these streams. I think you talking about me. And Mr. Tom clears things up. It's not his birthday. Ryan did a Leeds versus Man City watch along on December 28th, as it was my real birthday. I wish he hadn't. As a result, was what you'd expect. Oh, Leeds versus City on your birthday. Somebody doesn't like you, Mr. Tom. Doesn't like you. And Nightman never tells you it's your birthday every day. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I remember that, Mr. Tom. You can always pretend it's your birthday. Yeah. He doesn't want to pretend. He wants it to be real. Yeah. So we got the ball out to Martinelli. See if he takes it down the side. You got Nketiah up there. Nketiah up on the right hand side. Martinelli should go into the middle. And he stay in the middle, Martinelli. Stay in the. Would have liked to see him stay in the middle there, and then Nketiah stay out left. Got Erdegaard. Puts the ball in. Oh, nicely intercepted there. Yep. Saka is looking good, and now all the calls are going against us. It seems no matter what. Tom needs to join me. Yeah, Mr. Tom. I don't know if he wants to join. We'll see. He'll be on with me later, I think. Right, Mr. Tom, or do you have a game? I don't know. Yeah. Mr. Tom said I'm taking a break from YouTube. I can't go on camera and follow aftermath of my last. Oh no, Mr. Tom. I hope you're feeling all right, buddy. Hope you're feeling all right. So camera. Why can't I don't know what happened there. Hope you're doing all right. Gary loves calling. I did not call it there. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you're doing all right, Mr. Tom. Hope you're. I don't. I don't like people playing around with that stuff. So hopefully you're all right. Get Erdegaard gets the ball out. Tries to Erdegaard. Ooh. Erdegaard's going to run it down, but it gets cleanly put away. So yeah. So maybe we won't see Mr. Tom later, but we shall see. And oof, that was a really bad play there from Partey, and now they're off on running. And intercepted really nice from Saliba. I mean, that's Saliba, man. He's there to clean things up. And very, very nice there from Saliba. They looked like they had an attack, and then Saliba cleaned it up. So I'm going to move my screen around a little bit. So here we go. Yeah. So, yeah. So now we're back on. So here we go. Like I said, we've got our percentage of possession has gone down, but we've since put up 6 shots now on goal, 2 on target, 2 in, 2 blocked. I mean, so we're putting a little bit of pressure on them now. Yeah. Colonel War is offering some support if you need it, Mr. Tom. I am here as well, but hopefully you know that. Hope you know that. So. MLS team, yeah. The New York Red Bulls, even though they play in New Jersey, that's the team I want. I kind of follow them. I like them. I'm finding it hard to multitask and follow Arsenal plus all other teams that I like to follow. Like even my American football teams. Martinelli puts the ball out to Saka. Saka's got some space by himself on the right. Steps inside. Partey almost let it fly. Ball's out to Erdegaard. Erdegaard tries to push the ball out to White. White puts the cross in, and there's nobody at the 18 to get that. I would have liked him to just put that right in front of goal, maybe, but there was nobody where he passed it. Nobody coming for it either. We're into the 43rd minute. It's going really fast. Yeah. Now, you know what, Mr. Tom? You know, you're not. I don't. Well, you're not killing. You're not killing the vibe. Let's just say that. I want to be. You. I assume you feel like you're with friends, and that's what we want. Like about the long shot there from Havertz. Sorry about that. Or from Rice. You're amongst friends. You can talk. You should be able to talk freely and not feel a different way about it. Feel uncomfortable about it. So I'm glad you can. That's what we're all about here. Everybody talks about community, and this is what it is. This is what it's like. This is what community is. You should be able to support those, especially when they ask for it. If you can see it and you can help them, do it. But if they ask for it, then that's what we're here. As you've seen, everybody's really here for you, Mr. Tom. So no. And Kedia is there. I would like him to turn inside and try to get in front of the defender instead of run behind him. But that's me being picky. And the man scored the first goal of the season. So, yeah. Timber is doing. I haven't heard Timber's name much. He's been doing pretty well today. As Stefan says, don't worry about it, man. You're a sound bloke and very much liked, and you got friends. Yep, I like to consider you my friend. I hope it's the same your way. I have met you, so it even is, that even adds to it. So spent a couple of days, spent more than a couple of days, spent at least 3 days with you, drinking, watching football, and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. We're gonna try to run out this clock. It'd be nice to get that third goal, but if not, that's fine. I'll take a 2-0 lead at half, and like I said, maybe you have a Trossard come in and close this thing down with a Milsroof row. Mr. Tom is still a football fan, right? Yeah. Ipswich is in trouble when Leeds comes to town. We'll see. We'll see how Leeds is doing. Yeah. The love. We all love Mr. Tom. He's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Tom, you're part of the Ange tribe now. See, there you go. You're part of the Ange tribe. So, here we go. Holding this ball up here to just get out of this half, I think, with a 2-0 lead. Arsenal, turned it on and got the goal. Yeah, I think they have no answers for Saka, and we kind of started opening up ball into Erdegaard. Erdegaard with a back heel, and White would have been there, but he was a little late. But I'm not expecting him to always be there. Havertz comes back, defends, gets the ball. Very nice from him. Partey with the ball, back to Timber. Ball's out wide to and Martinelli kind of lets the ball, waits for the ball to come to him, and it gets taken away. But then chases back and gets the ball. Very nice from him. And yeah, Martinelli took a little break and had to recover and take the ball back. He did a really good job. Mr. Tom is going to rename Ellen Road to the Circus, as it's a clown show around here. I think hopefully they're just trying to figure things out. I think as much time as it's taken, Nketiah had the ball and got it, to me, a little easily taken away, and that's why he's struggling a little bit as a striker sometimes. Got Timber gets the ball. Really poor pass from him. And oh boy, you got Timber leaves one in there. Is he going to get a yellow? He's going to get a yellow for that challenge. Had to give one the other way, I guess. Yeah, Timber's really late there. Now, still want to win against. Yeah, so this Leeds Ipswich game should be a good one, at least with our fans here. And Timber looks like he might be hurt. At 3 minutes of extra time, we are 2 minutes. We're almost 3 minutes into the extra time, and Timber, he looks like he's saying, I can do this. Yeah. Very back heel, a very nice back heel from Martinelli, and Saka goes between the legs of the defender, and just past the goalkeeper. Very nice from him, and then Saka from the other side puts it in the far post. Very nice. Tom is part of the you nightman there. 3 days drinking, watching football. Yeah, and Nato is Mr. Tom is not happy with Nato. Says he's not feeling like he can play. Not a yellow, that's a joke. He looked like he came in a little late, and the fact that he hurt himself is probably indicative of that a little bit. You guys, and what is this S word? I don't know. I don't know what this S word is. Yeah, that's the thing. Martinelli has got pace going forward and backwards. A lot of times it's not productive, and that's the problem, right? It's just not as productive as it should be. and we get nothing out of it most of the time, and that's why it's a little punishing, right? So the fact that we got something out of it this time around. What's going on here? So, so I'm just gonna power up my phone. So, excuse me. Yeah. Looks like Timber is limping a little bit, which kind of sucks because Zinchenko is still out and Timber's been playing really well, but he was a little late on that challenge there. And yeah, footballers that go on strikes. Oh, I don't know about this, Mr. Tom, but I think what's going on a lot of time, you see it with a lot of the younger players. For some reason, as people will say, I guess I don't like to say it, but it's starting to. I keep seeing it too consistently. How they seem a little too entitled with this, like entitled to this football thing, right? Like it's they don't have to work for it anymore. And guess what? You got to work for it. Nothing comes for free. You got to work hard. Um, Mr. Tom wants, this is what I mean. Also, Mr. Tom, you got to remember that the football that you're talking about doesn't exist the same way anymore. The footballers, the club ownership, the players, the way they've been brought up in the game, all of that's different now. So I kind of feel like you're asking to go back to old times, but it's not that. I mean, you've been taught. I knew you for many months before I actually met you. That's something new. All of that's just part of this whole change in the way this sport is going and the way the world is going and stuff like that. So with that, the footballers are different. I think as I said, I think he feels like a little bit entitled. I don't know why he would. I think he's a good talent and deserving of going wherever he wants to go. Should be going wherever he wants to go. As I told you, I just think the team did not help him out when he started in the league. International players are moving to bottom and prem teams. Yeah, I mean, I think that people are, what I find interesting is it's always, well, he's doing that because of the Euros. Oh, well, he's doing that because of the Olympics. Oh, he is doing this because of the World Cup. Guess what? There's always something that you want to be part of internationally. And guess what? If that's the case, then you want to go to the best place for you, and that's why I see players want to make a move. But there's always something, and you know what? They're always playing for the next paycheck, right? So they then complain about playing for a relegated team. Yeah, you know what? Nanto not being available, right? I think not being available is his thing more than the talent, right? I think he was injured for most of that time when you could have been using him, but also I think he was out there on an island. He's out there doing things and not having the support that he needs. Somebody there to put the ball away. So at some point it gets frustrating. I get that. At some point I would have liked him to just take the damn shot. Tom talks some sense, some sense. I don't say about sense in general. Some of the stuff coming out of his mouth is worthy of sense. Some of it nonsense, I call him the king of nonsense. Actually, my show that'll be on later today. Yeah, I'm plugging it. Part of it's talking football, talking nonsense, and the nonsense part is the Mr. Tom part. It is halftime. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is halftime here. Uh, I'm annoyed at the players. At the time, I'm annoyed at the players that jump off the Titanic, but at least the players will sell. Played and when asked, that's the other part to this. Players, as you said there, a player that comes up to management and says, "You need to let me go. I will play for you, but you need to let me go." If the team doesn't, and then the players ask, and then they say it, then I think the player's in the right. But you need to play this game and show, because there's two things to this. if you want to go someone else, go somewhere else. A team needs to want you to come play for them. The only way they do that is if you actually look like you can play some football. If you're sitting on a bench because you don't want to play, or if you're injured or not feeling well, it's hard to sell. So you kind of like, bite off your nose, spite your face kind of thing. Kind of double-edged sword. You get hurt both ways. You don't get what you want, and you're not, and there's nothing nobody wants from you because they can't see it because you're not playing. So, you know, just play the football 100% all times. And then then there's a business side to it, because I think what happens also, if he did go out there and play the way he was, and then he said he wanted out, you still be upset with him. So he'll never win. But for me, playing the football makes it easier. If look, the man's giving me 100% every time he's out there, I've always supporting him, but he wants out. At some point, you're gonna be upset that he's leaving, but at some point, you're gonna have to just, you know, you're just gonna have to let it be, right? Because either the team didn't give him what he wants or whatever. So that is a problem with the football today. But I think, think about it. We've seen Rice and Kane both leave teams, and I think most people would say, you know what, they've given them 100% to their teams, and they've stayed a little bit extra than they should have. Right? I think both players stayed an extra year or two before they should have left because of the loyalty that they had to their team. And people still kind of went after them, and then their team, the teams that was selling, still made it a little bit difficult for them to leave. And I think that the players showed loyalty, and the team still, I think, to some degree, they want their money, but the player gave you an extra year or two. You know, at some point, you need to do what's right for the player, especially when they do what's right for your team. So I think it goes both ways. Jumping off the tight end was a sink or swim situation. Very right. Not got picked for Italy when he played for FC Zurich. So this I have to play in yeah, that's yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I don't. He just needs to play football. The talent's there, so it don't matter. As you say, it doesn't matter where you're playing. Doesn't matter where you're playing. If Tyler Adam was fit, since he'd play until he was sold. No, I have no doubt about that. I think he's just using the clause in his contract to go. But I don't. Yeah, you're right. I think he would do that. I believe that he's that type of player. I mean, if you're the captain for any international team, I don't think the one thing you're going to do is not play football because of some contractual issue because it doesn't look good. So yeah, I hear you. Sinistero was the Conference League best player 2 years ago. He played in the championship last Sunday. So there you go. There you go. Tom is the king of sense. This is where people get a little bit. This is where they kind of lose me. Yeah, like I said, I shouldn't be kidding with Mr. Tom, but um, he hopefully gets what he's all right with that. But yeah, yeah, he knows a little bit about what he's talking about. I like to think I don't talk bollocks. Yeah, I think we can have a constructive discussion, especially if I like it. I actually like when we're not on the same page. It's really easy to talk with somebody if you're just nodding your head. But I do like being able to have that conversation where we, there's different ways to do things. Not one's not better than the other, or right or wrong. But hopefully you understand what other person's coming from. And yeah, so I like that. Oh, come on. It's football. Yeah, I said it's football. Hey, come on. I know we had over 10 people at some point. So yeah, when you come in, remember to hit the likes. It is halftime here. Arsenal. We'll go through the stats real quick, right? We'll go through the stats. So you guys are all aware of what's going on here with the way this game's playing out. But 7 likes, come on, people. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Arsenal with 84% possession. Um, of course, that means Forest has 16. Arsenal with 7 shots, which sounds okay. Forest has the one shot. 7 is a little bit um, doesn't tell you how the game was actually played because we had, I think, one shot halfway through this thing. So a lot of those shots came late in that first half. So 7 shots, 3 on target, 2 off, 2 blocked. I mean, put a lot of pressure on them 6 corners. Saka's corners haven't necessarily given us much of an opportunity to score. Haven't been able to get past that first defender. Been a little bit short of the goal. What else? We've been offsides twice. 5 fouls for us, 3 for them. Both teams got a yellow. Some say Timber shouldn't have got it, but I think, yeah. What else we got going on here? Big chances missed. We haven't missed a big chance. They have. They did miss one. 4 shots inside the box. Really nice. We've completed 398 passes. They have taken 79. So we are dominating, but we should be up. I think we should be up more because of the domination in possession and stuff. We just haven't shown it. We haven't had enough shots. We should have definitely double-figure shots by now. We've lost possession 63 times. Not a good. That's pretty poor. Dribbles 2 for 5. Tackles 8 and 8. Interceptions 1 to their 4. 2 clearances to their 10. So there you go. So let's see. I'm just gonna drag some things around on my screen here so I can continue to see certain things here. We'll have the stats up here. What else we got going on? You guys talking about? I do not slip back and forth um, between saying the S word and the football word. Um, all right, so there we go. Nanto is 1 year into a 5-year contract with no release clause. His behavior is disgusting, and the people that tell him to go on strike for their financial gain. Yeah, you know what? As I've always said, the adults in the room sometimes screw over the kids, giving them bad information, bad decisions, or making them perform, do different wrong things. Yeah, I mean, he knows his contract. Him sitting out does him no good. They had him sign this contract. Why would you sign a contract with no ability to control it? If you look, like, think about it, you're trying to make money for yourself as an agent, but you ask your client to sign a contract that takes away all that power. Pretty poor, you know. Then you try to get the player to sit out. Not good for the player because what other team is looking at him going, yeah, he'll be all right for us. No, bad, bad, bad. Yeah, you're right. I always say the adults in the room kind of screw it up. Like, man, now if he's going to stick on to this S word thing, I didn't say it and I haven't said it. So England plays Australia in the semis and some revenge for the Ashes, hopefully. I don't know how the Ashes went, but I think if Sam Kerr is playing, that will be a really good game. But I think England's got the depth no matter what. So if it comes down to it and teams have to go to their bench, I kind of give England a nod there. I'd rather give him to Forest Green Rovers for a tenner than sell him to Everton. Yeah, I get that, Mr. Tom. Yeah, the other part to this that I don't get is I believe, right, the fans love Nanto, right, as a player. They don't like what he's doing now, but they did love him when he was playing for them. And his availability is a problem for him. I'll say it again. His availability was the problem. When he was available, I think he offered a lot to the team. They didn't have all the answers around him, but he did offer a lot. What else? That team screwed himself selling Kane so late. Now they have to buy a player and try and integrate him while the season is being played. Plus, there aren't many players. But you know what? If I, all right, Nketiah just scored. Would you sell him? Would you sell him? Think about it. Say you sell Nketiah, right? Would you sell Nketiah if that meant you're gonna get, Tony? if selling Kedia, use some of that money and send it to Brentford and say, just let your man know he's coming to the Emirates. He's coming to London Colney, first day back in the league. Would you do that? Would you do that? You send them both Balogun as well. Would you do that for Tony? Right? I don't know. Matilda's would be a tough game. Yeah. Bye bye, Barry Bain. I like it. Troll Twitter to make sure he got yeah, everybody. You know what, him going to Germany is the best thing, because if he stayed in the league, you knew what he offers. So yeah, Harry Kane plays tonight, he'll win more trophies in one day with Bayern than in a decade. Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's great. You think about, we always talk about this, right? All the players that have left that team, they've all gone on and won trophies, right? Interesting, right? He goes away, 24 hours later, trophy. Yeah, bring it on. And England are Euro holders, so they won't like the prospect of playing us. Now Stefan's got the us in there, right? Yeah, I like I said, I think England's got it. And it was at the airport. Surely elite clubs look at Nanto's behavior and think, why would I want to deal with it? We know Arteta is not going to, do that. And I don't think we see like a Pep or a Klopp usually take players like that either. So yeah, I think it's bad. It was a bad, what do you say? Bad information from his management team if they want to sell him. Ashes was 2-2. Oh, that's right. That's right, Mr. Tom. It was 2-2. Australia retains the trophy because England couldn't pull it away from them. We're actually playing very slowly, especially when our back line has the ball in there and they are holding onto the ball too long, giving Forrest time to set up. We'd like to see one more touch. You know what? I agree with you. You are spending too much time. I mean, I think a lot of times when we should be just taking a shot, we're taking an extra touch. A lot of time you see it from Partey. A lot of times he's already got that pass ready. He's already got the pass in his head about where he's going to go with it, and the pass is gone, and it just breaks the lines really easily. When he's on, it's so clean. He lets the ball roll in front of him, and then he's got the pass, and it's gone. Sometimes, so we do that a lot more. We will open them up. We are allowing them to defend us as opposed to punishing them for not being there on time. I think some of that for me is, Nketiah not attacking that back line, dead sprint, get into the box. You know, do I think Kane turned his back on that team? I don't think so. I think you have a talented player like that, and you do not support him with a structure around him. You bring in managers, and you know what those managers want. The ball's being kicked. We're starting the second half here. Long ball from Ramsdale. You have a talent like that, and you don't back him up. I think you just at some point he's going to leave. Like if Arsenal doesn't put together a good team, for Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, they're gonna leave. Yeah, they're gonna leave. I mean, they're ambitious. They see what's going on around them. They're playing for their national teams, and they want to be talking about the trophies they won. So, I don't think he turned his back. I think they they left him hanging. He did all that work for them, they got nothing for it. Some of that was on him, but I think when he's got the weight on his shoulders like that, the weight of the world on his shoulders, some players overcome. We've seen it, right? Like the Maradonas. Doesn't matter who was on his team, he basically showed up. But some players need a little bit more support. You saw that when they had Son, right? When Son was healthy, they looked like they could go some places, but they needed more. They needed more. White gets a foul called on. Rice gets a foul called to him. This is how it's going to be here. So yeah, I don't think so. At the time, I sat on shows like The Trip saying I don't understand that desperation from Leeds fans to play him as his sub appearances led to roughly 4 games and 28 appearances. Something, yeah. See, that's the thing. If he's a starter for you. If the substitutions aren't to get him back into back into starting position, then it's not. It's you just let him sit out a little bit more. Martinelli goes down. Bowley leaves one on him. So yeah, I 4 goals in 28 appearances. Yeah, and for me, that's bad. But I think for me, the goal creating opportunities, I think also is what I would be looking at, because he didn't look like a goal scorer to me, but he did look at somebody who'd be able to put the ball into the center of the pitch, the box there. So Alan Shearer drove him to Heathrow. You know what? That whole like playing for the top scorer in England, even though I guess some say it's not even that when you look at it, it's far off from that. Based on if we're talking about top, Timber's down again. I don't know what's going on. Like if he comes out and 2 minutes into the second half, he's down, and I don't even know if he got. I don't think there was any contact on there. What did the what did the doctors see of him in the halftime? That doesn't make any sense. Like he went down, he didn't look. He looked a little gingerly. The ball comes to him. He's just got the ball. Oh, and then he just pulls. He pulls something there. Yeah, just running backwards. Let's see. He steps and yeah, nah, yeah, no. He just. I think he cramped up there. So it looks like Timber should be out of this thing. Based on what I just saw there, we got Tomiyasu coming in. As I told you, I thought maybe Tomiyasu would start and Partey would move up to the mid, but it looks like Tomiyasu is going to come in and play on that as a fullback. But Timber, that's short-lived there. Got at least a half a football out of him, and we'll see when he comes back. That tackle by him is what got him into trouble, I think, which is weird because yeah, that tackle from him, yeah. Mm. Imagine if Biden didn't win a thing. You know what? That's why I think they should have cameras on this thing. That would be the ultimate. You've got Timber kind of limping off. Not a good sign. Yeah, hopefully it's just a cramp and nothing more than that. And we'll see him back in a couple of weeks. I don't think there's any reason to rush him. It sounds like Zinchenko might be getting back to some health. So, but I think we've got the numbers still. We got the numbers still. I think who we play next week, Crystal Palace, I think it is. So Tomiyasu's on, and so there we go. That would be fun. And like I said, I think that would be cool to have like an Amazon show there, watching them go. So I'm hoping that's just cramps and not anything more. Let's see. Amazing. Kane didn't leave before. He had more chances of winning somewhere when he. Yeah, think about it. He could have gone to City. I don't. I forgot how that City thing all worked out. If it was, I mean, think about how much money they would have gotten for him. I think City was willing to pay a lot of money, just not 150 mil. I think it was, but yeah, yes, just selling him to City, but they got Harlan, so they were going to get their a man that can score goals. So there you go. So I don't think it was going to make a difference. Harland or there you go, nice little ball there from Erdegaard to let that ball roll pass and Keddy with the ball outright. Ball's back to Saka. Saka to Erdegaard. Erdegaard steps inside in the middle, gets it out wide to Martinelli, and the ball's inside to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu takes a shot. It was easily saved by Turner. You put a little bit of air on it, maybe he had a chance, and they're coming down. Nice little interception there from Partey, which when he's on, yeah, that's what I like. I want him to be like that every time I see him, because that was a really nice little interception there from Partey. Borussia Dortmund have the opportunity to make for the most funny thing ever, denying Kane a trophy. That would be crazy. That would be really crazy. All right, to do the most funny thing, yeah. How many good years has Kane got left him? I think he's gone to Germany, so I think he's got at least 3. All right. Maybe that third year he maybe doesn't start every game, but he should be able, if he doesn't have to, he had to work really hard. So I think he's got 3 years to be fair, you all slag off Nketiah for similar reasons to what I just said about Nanto goal record. So you agree with us, see? Right? And that's the problem. So I mean, he might be a better person than Nanto, but his job is to score. Like the goalkeeper's job is to stop the goals. You don't like Meslier, right? Because he doesn't stop goals. So we don't like Nketiah because he doesn't score goals. I mean, there you go. So we're on the same page. You like the guy because he helped your team, but he hasn't helped us like that yet. He might have it in him. We might see it this season. Oh, nice one from Saka. Oof, nice move there from Saka. He almost got to that ball. Got past the defender. More to the point, how many years did he waste on the levy at Spurs? He wasted many a year. I mean, I think they once they knew what they had, they wasted what they had. You've got a Kane there. You have to do better by him, and they didn't. Atwell, did he give him he gave him the advantage? He tried to play the advantage, and it killed everything. Now he's screaming at us because he didn't make the call. I think we need to be conservative in this game and go a little more defensive with either Tierney or Tomiyasu and close the game out instead of getting caught out. Yeah, I think we are. This is kind of where you kind of falling asleep at the wheel. We need to be more attentive and more assertive in what we're doing. Yeah. Yep. Timber down and out. So I need Nottingham Forest to be beaten so badly that they decide to relegate themselves. Yeah, I would have liked that too, Mr. Tom. But we'll see. I am sure Spurs scored more goals in games Kane didn't play. Son scored a lot when Kane got injured. Yeah, but when you have but Kane will score. I think the problem was, and I'm rambling here, is that Kane is going to get you goals. So all you have to do is, like you said, maybe you work around around Kane and get your other players involved, but Kane will get you goals. That's the thing, and I think they didn't do that. So that's part of it as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. We'll see what they do now when they don't have Kane there. I think Son might have played that way because he had an opportunity, but now it's nobody else is there. This is when this is when you have that pressure, right? All that pressure's on you. Can't prove it, Stefan. It's just the sense I get. Similar how the Juventus scored less goals when they had Ronaldo, despite him getting 30 himself. Yeah, I hear what you guys are saying, but that's almost like saying, you've got Haaland, so you're not going to score more goals. I think it's on the coaching, right? It's not necessarily on that. You can't blame Kane for the team not playing up to his level when you have the money to do that, right? And so I think it's all that comes down to coaching. You have a world class striker in your team, and you don't get the benefits out of it. I feel like that's on you, right? That's on you as a team, as a manager. So yeah, I can't you can't excuse a player who gives you 30 goals and then say it's on that player why we're struggling. I think it's on the manager to make sure we get the 30 goals plus the other goals that we need to win games. Wow, Ramsdale was there. Okay, they called offsides, but that looked a little scary there. They did get a shot. Ramsdale was able to block it. He's screaming at his players. Let's see. And header goes into the box. They have 3 players offsides, so he never gets onside. So no love for Juventus. Got it. I suspect Kane takes more shots to get 30 than Haaland does. He probably does because he probably doesn't get the same sort of passes that Haaland gets. That's what I think. So, and Kane still gets the same goal, same number of a large number of goals. So, yeah, I think he's asked to do a lot more with the ball when he gets it than Haaland is. Uh, that's why I think he's worthy. That team had many chances to win things. Kane didn't step up. Yeah, he didn't show up, and I think part of that is like what player has, right? What player has? When's the last time you said that? I mean, all right. You guys talk about moments, but you look at the teams when the players have come up in moments, but they've always had somebody just as world class with them. It was just him, Son for a bit, but he needed more. I think the weight of the world was on him. So a lot of pressure for one player. Some players can do it. There's not that many that do it. So I think we're asking him to do something that you don't see from a lot of players. So is that bad? I don't think so. I think they didn't help him more than not. Kane probably won't get his guaranteed pen goal every game match like in the Premier League, so I expect him to not score as much. I just think he won't have to work as hard, so he'll be in the box with opportunities to score a lot more, in scoring positions a lot more. So I'm not defending. I said I would say the same thing if he was here. I would say the same thing. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. As I told you, he should have been sold when they brought Nuno in. I think that's where they went wrong. Like the team, they weren't gonna support him, so they needed to move on. I wonder how many penalties of a certain team in blue will get this weekend. What team you're talking about? Moore did it to get them into the final. See, yeah, no, you're right about that. When they got into the Champions League final, that they played as a squad. See, for me, are you blaming that on Kane, right? How can you blame you guys? Every one of you will ask for a 20 goal scorer. A team has a 30 goal scorer, and now you're saying that doesn't work. Which make up your mind. Which one is it? Come on, that's on the coaching. It's on the coaching. That is not on the player. Everybody says you need a 20. Every time I listen, we need to get a 20 plus goal scorer. Now we're talking about a 20 goal scorer isn't going to help you. I don't, you know, I no, I don't. I think that's on the coaching. That is not on the player. You have a Kane. You got to figure out a way to make it work. So Mr. Tom will be watching. I think I don't know if I'll see Mr. Tom later, but he'll definitely be cheering on, and we'll give the scores later on when the trip is on. Let's go. The Nightman Nemeth is calling for a good game from Leeds. We are into the 60th minute here. It's been really, I haven't had much to talk about this game. It's kind of, I think it's got somber with the timber going down. I think we're just going to want to get out of here. 2-0 lead would be nice. It'd be nice to bring a, see, this is where Trossard should just come in now. Let's help close this thing out, get that third goal, finish them off, you know. If there's anybody else that's got a lot of miles on their tires, get them out of there. And let's see if we can get this third goal. And it'd be nice to get that 3-0. Oh, Saka with a terrible pass there, very easily taken away. But he comes back and gets the ball back, and Erdegaard has it into Martinelli. Martinelli somehow gets the ball back to Erdegaard. I'm going to try this attack from the left-hand side. You've got Nketiah on the left, and the ball is taken away from him, but it goes out. Goals win games apart from it if you play for that team. Goals win games, but defense actually wins championships, as people say, right? He goes missing when you need him the most. Look at the World Cup, his pen against France. Yeah, yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, and I think a lot of that is the mentality that he's lacking, right? He's lacking. I mean, you talk about Ronaldo and what he didn't do, but when he was doing what he was doing, I believe he believed he was the best player and played like it. Did Kane ever think he was the best player out there in the world? I don't know. And I think that's the difference between, those players. Yeah, definitely shocker. Fly on the wall, welcome to the show. Do you think we can win the World Cup if we sign a center forward? If you sign one? Sign a wall? Are you talking about England? I think so. I I think you have players to win the World Cup already. If you're talking about England, I think once again it comes down to coaching. You have a talented squad, but for some reason you're not getting the best out of them, and I think that's on the way that they're being managed and coached. Not a really good pass there from Partey. Two things in life you guarantee is Gary loves Harry Kane and he loves the S word. That is false, false, and false. We can have a constructive conversation about Kane, and I did say I would really love to see Kane go and put on a red shirt and not win a damn thing. So, Mr. Tom with the Shanghai I think it was the Chinese league or the Shanghai league, but Shanghai Port FC is 3-3 right now. Yeah, I know what you mean. Coventry City are beating Middlesbrough 3-0 for those who need some scores from the lower levels. Only on here so Tom can keep me informed about the North Korean league. Yeah, I think that's a Chinese league though. But can we get some North Korean scores, Mr. Tom? I don't blame Southgate at all. I do agree it's time for a head. You can't blame him, but who else are you gonna blame? You have a quality squad. You have some of the best players you're gonna have, and in their prime, ready to go, and you're not able to get across the line. At some point, you need somebody to help you to get across the line. I mean, you had at some, that in that Euros, right? You had Sancho, you had Bellingham, you had all these players. I believe are really good players at that point in their careers coming onto the team, and they weren't being utilized in a way that got the best out of them. I think that is where, as a manager, you failed. Nice little ball, Havertz. It loses the ball. Why? I don't know why he doesn't just take the shot. And Saliba basically brings down his man. He doesn't. Does he get a yellow? No, no yellow. So nice one from Saliba. Make sure that they can't go anywhere with it. Gibbs tries to go by him, but he pulls him down. Yeah, Gibbs went down a little too easy there. Yeah. No, Arsenal. You said World Cup. I thought that's what you said, World Cup. So that's where I got confused. I thought you said World Cup, my man. But no, Arsenal gets a striker. Well, there's two things to that. Got a free kick coming here in the 64th minute from midfield. I think if we can sign an out-and-out center forward, we'll compete with any team in world football. Oh, you say in world football challenge for everything? Yeah. No, I think we are we are we are probably a couple players away, or a couple, you know, players improving their form away from getting where we want to be. I think a striker would work if Arteta utilizes them. I think he likes. I mean, I think he likes what he has. I think for some reason, as I was saying to someone, or saying yesterday, I think or saying to myself, maybe Arteta seems to be a couple steps behind Pep. Pep has things that he's doing, and maybe Arteta knows what they are, but he's steps behind him. Like, the number having a strong number 9 was the way to go. Arteta went out there and got Jesus to do that when he probably could have went out and got a striker. Now Pep's got a striker. I think Arteta's probably going to get a striker playing a back four with four center backs. I mean, Arteta has the ability to do that now. Kind of feel like Arteta needs to take whatever he's learned from Pep and just implement it. A ball from White to Martinelli, not a little, not yeah, So a little bit of a anger there from Aurier, but I think Martinelli left one in there, but on him. April 25th, Sports Club won the 22-23 North Korean. There you go. England used to be a very unorganized team. Southgate made them play with calmness and authority. The handover was needed for a better coach. Yeah, so he cleaned up the mess, right? Get them structured and stuff like that. But you have some of the best players in the world are English, right? You put them. England is really deep. There should be no problems to figuring out how to solve problems with the players you have, right? There should be no reason for that, and you have it. Well, Calvin Phillips improved the team. Imagine that. So he improved the team, but I believe you have better players out there. One more proper center back, and we challenge for Bundesliga again. Mm, mm. Harry Kane in Germany for less than a day, and Arsenal fans already itching for the club to move to the. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on with fly in the wall. He's confusing me. So Arsenal here with the ball, 67th minute, moving up the right hand side. Got Saka all the way back to Tomiyasu. The ball's out to Martinelli. Yeah, I got a season ticket for Sports Club. They even got a torture dungeon with free dominatrix at the ground bargain. All right. Crossing the border. You guys are funny. All right. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, this game is getting a little sleepy here. I'm falling asleep here trying to watch it. And Martinelli loses the ball. And yeah. So yeah, I would have liked to. So they're bringing on Tyrion Awani. I think that's how you say his name. So they're looking to go and get a goal here. See what Arteta does. I think Arteta should have already brought Trossard in. I mean, he had to bring in Tomiyasu. Who else could we bring on defensively? Maybe Kirior to close this thing out. Jorginho, maybe. See, this is where Jorginho should come on. We got a 2-0 lead. Partey doesn't need to play much. We should change things around. Maybe go to a back three, because I don't believe Jorginho or Rice will be playing in a back four, right? So we're staying with a back three. Then why not let Partey come out? I think he's done all right. He hasn't had that good of a game for me, like where I was calling his name and saying good things every time. But this is where you want to close out the game. You've got the numbers. This is why you have a deep bench. We've had to use it for injuries. We had to use it to start the game because of injuries. Now it's time to close this thing out with some fresh legs. Trossard would help you do that. Take out either Martinelli or Saka or even Nketiah. See this thing out. All right. Guys talking about some club. Oh boy, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not confused at all. I'm just agreeing the fact that if we make more signs, we can challenge for every trophy in world football. Why contain ourselves to England? Win everything. Got it. Fly on the wall. I think I just want to win the first. Let's win the 4 that we can right now. Then we'll worry about trying to win, trophies from other leagues. Erdegaard with a shot gets, blocked. Let's see here. And they're on the run area here. And Rice is trying to chase people down. Gets there, and gets taken. And they've got some space here on the left. Let's see if we can slow this thing down. Yeah. You remember your first experience? Ooh, Ramsdale thought that one got by him, but it looked a little wide, or he tipped it out. I don't know. Saka was just holding on to that guy the whole time. Yeah, that ball. That ball wasn't going to beat Ramsdale because he had the near post covered. But Saka was doing a little handsy there. Pretty Patel will be Cheddar's personal dominatrix with. Oh boy, I wonder if Arsenal could win the Northern Korean Premier League. No way, he says. It's football. Oh, you're so funny. All right, here comes a corner. Here comes a corner here. We are in the 71st minute, and gets headed out by Tomiyasu, or chested out. I don't understand how they can get balls past the, into the box area. Tomiyasu chests it out. Really good defense from him. They didn't get much going there. Arsenal still second in the table. Yes, they are. Be nice to get 2 more goals by with 70 minutes in. Another long ball, and the ball misses everyone, and I think it goes out. Does it go out for another corner? Ramsdale. Okay, goes out. Does anybody touch it? Ramsdale is getting pulled down, and that's why you need space, Ramsdale. You shouldn't be able to let them get close to you to grab your jersey. Nightman there says, "Thanks for the love, my man. Thank you." So they're bringing on the big man. Yeah. Ni, I think is how you say his name. So he scored the winner for them. We need to be shutting this thing down. This is why I think Trossard should come on. Maybe to close this thing down with Trossard. This game has got a little stale, and Arteta hasn't changed anything. He's been forced to change, but he hasn't changed anything. This is where, at some point, as a manager, you need to switch things up to get him back into your control. This is the only place where we can discuss football and discuss Priti Patel being in the north. Yeah, yeah. This is this. I don't know what any of that is. That's probably why you can talk about it today. I'm ready to award the Ballon Tom. Uh, there you go. Look, this is just a season for us to build. We win the Premier this season, make more some signings, and then start any challenge for La Liga. Yeah, this show's just going off, going in a different direction, going in. And you're hearing things and writing weird things. And this is time. Ramsdale takes his time, and Brendan Johnson is able to get close to him. I don't know if he got kicked in the chest with a follow through, or if the ball got him. It might have been just a follow through from Ramsdale that got him. Yeah, I think it's a follow through that got him. He tried to slide in there, and he might have taken a foot to the back there. But he did put pressure on Ramsdale. Oh, look, it's Trossard coming in. And then Nketiah's coming off. There you go. This is how we close this thing out. And Nketiah, Arteta. It's there we go. Nketiah's off. He looks disappointed, as he should. But he got a goal, and we'll take. He got the opening goal for the season. Very nice. Nice little step to the left, step to the right, push the ball out, and between the legs of the defender and past the goalkeeper. Very nice. Yeah, if he's on the pitch, he needs to score. That's what he needs to do. So we are in the 74th minute. Trossard has come on. I kind of would have liked him come on sooner. I think he should have come on sooner. I hate bringing players on towards the end of games and then asking them to close things out when for the last 20 minutes almost since this half, it's just been yuck. Been not really Arteta ball per se. I don't know what Arteta ball is with a 2-goal lead, but yeah, and Ben Ben White goes down. I think he wanted to get the call, but I don't know if he was going to be able to get to that ball. Like it was going out. And Mr. Tom, of course, awards the Ballon Tom to a one Eddie Nketiah. Surprise, surprise. Nobody's surprised. All right. Let's see what they've got the ball here. A lot of possession for them here, but it goes out on them, and they're screaming. Gibbs White is not too happy. So, yeah, we've got 15 minutes left. This game has gone. It's gotten boring. I would like it to go boring, but I still have opportunities to score. But it's gotten boring, and nobody's got an opportunity to do anything. But it looks like they are going to try to score here, and we need to stop that. Erdegaard with him and Partey with a nice ball there. Saka's in the middle here. He's got space. Get up there, Saka. Come on. He puts a long ball in. Martinelli's got it. No flag, I don't think. I hope no flag. Cross comes in, and you've got Erdegaard out to Havertz. Havertz is going to step inside. Declan Rice with a very nice shot. I don't know if he gets off the post or he gets pushed onto the post, but Declan Rice, Turner does get to, I think he gets to the ball and pushes it onto the post. Let's see, but it's really nice shot there from Declan Rice. I want to say Ben Rice, and right into the corner there, and deflected off the defender. It would have been stopped anyways, but that deflection almost got it past the goalkeeper. Very taking your best player off, rookie error. Yeah, Mr. Tom, this is the nonsense coming in, people. The nonsense. Just hope we get to the playoff stages of the Prem this season. Saka needs at least 30 to 40. Yeah, fly on the wall. You guys, everybody's here talking. This is the nonsense show now. Nonsense. Could the cross in? It gets past it there. Ooh, wow. Very nice from Erdegaard. I think Saka's corners, you can see the difference. Erdegaard puts a corner in, it gets right where you want it, and it actually goes straight to Matt Turner. I think if it got deflected, it probably might go in. So apparently Messi and Ronnie are going to give all their Ballon d'Ors to Eddie publicly and admit what frauds they were in comparison. All right, so there you go. See, now, Mr. Tom, you've got everybody talking nonsense now. The show's gone nonsensical. The football on the pitch hasn't been sensical. So, is the possessions stayed the same? Let's see what the stats are in this on this game here. 83%. So got an extra shot since the first half. Games got a little dull. Mr. Tom's giving you a score, and this is the Chinese league. Missed a 97 minute penalty and knocked in the rebound. They're up Shanghai Port. There you go. Struggling here. Got a corner coming from Nottingham Forest. We're in the 78th minute. And it gets headed. I guess it gets deflected, but right to Ramsdale, who's right there. And Ramsdale kicks it long. Martinelli's got space and ball and gets pushed. No, it gets pushed and it gets handled. And Martinelli's put a little pressure, but he did. He should have been able to hold. He should have protected that ball and got to it. You got it on. Yeah. So Stefan's listening to that game on the radio. That radio, for those who don't know, radio is the way most people would have listened to football back in the days, back in before we had black and white TVs. So Martinelli should have been able to trap that ball a little bit better, but he lost it in the air and lost his way. And Saka is not able to get the pass out to Erdegaard, and it's back with Nottingham Forest. So I think we're getting lazy, and this is when you need to pull. Like Saka, pull him out. You got Nelson, bring him on. Fresh legs. Let's see this thing out. I don't understand. You got 5 subs. We've only made 2. 1 because we had to. So, I mean, you've got a deep team. Use them, Arteta. You've got a deep team. Use them. This is what we have a deep team for. And Gabriel Margalez, if he's on the bench and he can play, bring him in. Let's close this thing out. Go to back 4 if you want. Milsroof Rowe can come on, give you something. Who else we got? Jorginho, I think, should have come on already for Partey. Reece Nelson for Saka, maybe. Yeah. Mr. Tom, don't worry. It won't go. Depends when we play them next season. Havertz will run right against Shanghai. Ay, ay, ay. Keeping a clean sheet, more important than scoring now. That's why I wanted Jorginho to come in. He'll help slow things down. Yeah. 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 But I think fresh legs works as well. Anthony Elanga's in from that Manchester team. My childhood dream was to do a 24-hour stream, bringing everyone the live scores of worldwide football. Yeah, you could do that, Mr. Toms. It's up to you. Just have to do it. We've got Erdegaard making a run here. There's always football going on somewhere. Very sure. Oh, Erdegaard. That's a yellow card. That was a game-changing yellow card. You got Saka with it now. And the referee says, no, you started too soon. I got to write this yellow, which I find kind of suckish. So Atwell's trying to show his worth. You've got Erdegaard. He's getting pulled back. Still is able to hold on. Puts the ball out. And they called a yellow on the pullback. I thought it was a handball. But all right. We've got, we're in, what are we in? We're in the 81st minute here. Ball to Trossard. Trossard gets it back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard is able to protect it out to Saka. Saka, does he attack that line? Does he try to get to that goal line? No. Puts the ball in. And, Rice, if he got it cleanly, would have scored. This is his second attempt. Yeah, Rice sucks now. He's had 2 opportunities to score here. That one you can see. I mean, I when your number 6 has to make a shot like that with the ball coming high in the box, and he's got to kick down on it. He does kick down on it, but just a little too strong. Turner does get his hands on it and knocks it out. So there we go. Erdegaard puts the ball in, heads out. All right, now, they are on the attack now to see if they're able to get the ball out. They are. They've got two on what looks like 5, 6. We've got 6 defenders on our side. They've got 2, and he's just taking it all the way, and that's just too easy. That is just too easy to bring that guy on Taiwan, and he just comes in and scores. That was terrible. Havertz is there, and that's not a good sign when you've got him trying to defend. Very, very, very poor from Arsenal. Off a corner too. Off a corner too. Your corner, they head it out. Havertz gets hit in the face, I think, and that's why they've shown him. And they just come down. They have 2 players just coming straight down. Oh, Tawana is just streaking through the middle. Ben White sees him and lets him cross in front of him, and that's the difference right there. Ben White was there, and Ben White gets taken. Yeah, Ben White. I don't know why. Yep, he just steps in front of Ben White. That was all. I think as much as I want to blame the rest, Ben White's got to be there. That's his job, is to make sure they don't get that, and Ben White gets not a good play by Ben White. But I think that's because, like I said, we need to close this thing out, bring on some fresh legs, and now they've got the ball again. They're coming down now. They've got 4 on 4, and we're not getting back in time. And they get a shot off, and it's a little bit from Gibbs White. They are trying to win this game, and we are just trying to see this thing out and not try to finish it off. This is where I need to bring on Trossard earlier, I think. Need to bring on Jorginho or Gabriel if he's healthy. See this thing out. Not so good. Not so good. I see you guys putting in some comments. It's taking a little time here. The El Salvadorian League deserves more spotlight. They do. Now Nottingham Forest feels like they can get something out of this. If we got Gabriel coming on, should have been coming on like 10 minutes ago. With 5, Arteta does this every time. He waits for something to change, and then no. This game was losing its momentum minutes ago, and he didn't do anything. He waited till it goes against him, and now they are on the front foot trying to take this game. They got Trossard actually does it really good there. This is on Arteta. Just the way this game is finished off here. So there we go. You got Martinelli. Does he look up? Does he see him? No, he doesn't. That's Martinelli. Terrible play from you. Terrible play. You had Trossard open on the right side. Give him the damn ball. Sitting on it for what reason? I don't get. You've got Havertz puts a cross in, just blocked. So we're in the 85th minute here. Be nice to get that 3rd goal because we really did a bad job here closing out this game, and I think that's on Arteta. He needed to make a change. He did not, and just let them kind of build into this game. And they got what they wanted. We just sat back and just absorbed everything. And very nice. Tomiyasu back to. Oh boy, that was a nice little Tomiyasu Martinelli kind of play there, back and forth. Google just sent me a notification saying, and I quote, Gretna 2008 versus Albion Rovers match starts soon. That's interesting. So we're in the 86th minute here. If things have started to pick up for Forest, Arsenal has been just waiting for them to do that instead of taking the game back in control. I don't know what anybody says. This is just not it. No matter if we get all the 3 points, this is just not a good way to close out a game. Not when you have the bench that we have. We have answers on the bench to see this thing out. And here comes Gabriel in the 86th minute. I mean, he should have come on 10 minutes ago. Martinelli's coming off, so we're kind of going to go back into a probably more standard lineup now. Martinelli's in. That means we're going to push out Tomiyasu and White, going to probably go to that back 4. And Partey moves up the pitch more now. But it should have been Jorginho coming on. If only Arsenal play like this at the City Ground in May. Yeah. Well, I think you're talking about in the second half. This first half, I think you wouldn't have liked it. There we go. Can we control this ball? They want a foul. I don't think Trossard gets him inside the box anyways. So whatever you say. Yeah. They want to call inside the box. I don't think he was inside the box anyways, but There we are in the 87th minute. No pressure from Trossard. Come on, not Trossard, from Havertz. That's why we need control. Come on, let's go. Nice one from Trossard. It gets it out to Havertz. Havertz back, and he got a cross in there. And Saka tried to do the little back heel thing, and just too close to Turner. 88th minute here, and Tomiyasu. Let's see, he's able to slow it down. He is. Let's see, can Declan Rice, right ball right to Partey, to Rice up to Trossard. Trossard gets the ball out to Havertz. Just a little too strong there from Trossard. You hate football, yeah? No, you don't, Tom. Stop. Yeah. He likes football. He says he hates it, but it's a love-hate. And of course, the Nightman Nemeth with the American football comment there. So let's see, Arsenal. Can we get? I would have liked to got that third goal sooner. Now we're gonna have to try to get it now, because I don't think they are going to stop until we score that third goal. So we might as well just go ahead and score it. Doesn't matter what time it is. Yeah, I can hear somebody saying, "Come on, Arsenal." Come on, don't give them space. Come on. Nice one from Trossard. Very nice. Back to Havertz. Havertz gets the ball to Erdegaard. Back to the back line, and we're going to reset this thing. We're in the 89th minute here. Yeah. So there we go. We're in the 89th minute here. I don't know how much. I don't know how much. Erdegaard has got it, and Erdegaard is there. We go. Partey's got it. Let's control this thing. Unless you're a Manchester City fan, it's miserable more than not. Very true. They've been, no matter what, they've got answers. We have answers too. I just don't think we use them. We should have used them today. Trossard should have come in sooner. Jorginho probably could have come on. If Gabriel Magalhaes is healthy enough, he should have come on to see this thing out. I mean, I think we wait too long to do this, and we react instead of, we need to be proactive about these changes. Erdegaard get the ball out. Oh, tries to get it past the defender, but it's intercepted before it gets to. Let's see, we got here. So got a long ball come in. Gabriel Magalhaes is able to get it to Ben White, who heads it to the Forest player. And it's out for a throw in here. 6 minutes of extra time coming, supposedly. To loosely quote Jerry Seinfeld, you follow an article, you're quoting like a religion. They're bringing in, it looks like Chris Wood, and I don't know who this player is. So yeah, they're trying to go for the win here, and we're not bringing on anyone. I don't get this. This is. I said one of the things Arteta has to do better is his substitutions and his rotation of players. Yeah. So, yeah. So because of the new rule changes, it was 6 minutes. Now it's 7 because they. And look at that. You've got, oh, nice one. This is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He has to score, and he doesn't even get the shot off. Havertz, what is going on? Havertz makes a really good play to get to the ball. The defender is able to squeeze him out and knock it out. He's got to get a shot off here. He doesn't, and I don't. It looked like it could have been almost a handball the way he stuck his arm out there, but it's off his chest, I believe. And the Leeds home kit is impossible to to hide a spillage. Remember the dark days of the 90s when Gaza was being held up at the epitome of the average geezer. The Leeds third kit is pink and yellow, running around. It goes across, does get past the first defender, but not much. Going at it 3 p.m. and you've done a sterling job. Thanks, Angie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully Arsenal is able to finish this thing off. We need all 3 points. I think the defense is really poor, and I think we got complacent, and Arteta let that happen. Either you're letting it happen or you're coaching it. Come on, somebody come to the ball. We're just running behind the defenders. I don't get this. So we got a yellow card for time wasting because we couldn't throw the damn ball in. This is terrible. Leeds U21s wore it last night. 4-2 win at Brighton. All right. Still got, we're in a 95th, 92nd minute here, and of 7 minutes of extra time. And Forest is, putting pressure on us, and we don't look like we're going to get that third goal, even though, and they look like they're going to put a lot of pressure on us because we're playing on the back heel here, and they are playing on the front foot. We got once again, we got Havertz, and he gets pulled up again. I think it's Havertz needs to play a little bit stronger if he's going to play up there in that mid there. Saka puts in a challenge a little late, and yeah, Karen, thanks for the comments. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while we did this. Let's hope we can bring the 3 points home for Ryan while he's not here. 2 wins away, me hosting. That'd be really nice. And here they come, Chris Wood with the game, and very nice interception there from Rice. Trossard is on the go, and he puts the ball long, and he's able to get to it first. He gets pulled back, but it doesn't matter because Trossard is stronger than. He puts the cross to Erdegaard. Erdegaard is going to take a shot. Ooh, off the defender. Very nice shot from him from distance, too. So, and looks like the ball's out to Arsenal. We've got the ball 94th minute. And so here we go. For some reason, we're getting U21 scores. Who cares that City is losing to? I guess we do care. The City is losing to that team's U21s. So here we go, people. We're in the 94th minute here. Throw in deep in the attacking third for Arsenal. And you've got Havertz is in the corner here. He goes down and draws the free kick from Bowley. All right. Havertz needs to play a little bit stronger. Same thing with Fabio Vieira. They need to play a little bit stronger. I mean, yes, you're going to get contact, but you have to fight through that. This is Premier League football. So we're into the 95th minute here. Erdegaard is going to, or Trossard is going to, it's like Erdegaard is going to take it. A little tip to Trossard. I don't get this. Why don't you take the free kick and basically nothing? It was just a waste. Take the free kick and they get the ball. See, I think that was the terrible free kick. You have a free kick inside, and just a few feet away from the corner flag. You don't take it. You try to be smart with it, and we just give the ball up. And now they've got a free kick just outside the attacking third. Yeah, this team is they're giving it. This is this should not be so much drama at the end of this game. You pretty much had control of it. Now we're under 70. We're at 79% possession. It just shows that we are starting to lose control of this game. Been in the 80s for most of it. Cross comes in and headed right across the 18 there and kicked out. The yellow, I think, was to Ben White. I think it was to Ben White for the time wasting, but I think it's because we weren't even trying. Saka is getting pushed to the ground, and he goes down. Looks like he goes down with a little bit of a nick. So they just knocked down Saka. So there's a free kick coming here. Saka he's limping. So this is what I mean. We have players. Why can't we just bring them in a game like this? Fresh legs, right? See this thing out. Arteta is. I get it. One game a week, these guys can play 90. But if they don't have to, then why should you? Why wouldn't you want fresh legs? You need to have a deep squad, and this is one way to show it. Arteta, I want to say his substitutions just weren't that good for me today. Same old Arsenal. Yeah, we shouldn't be playing. We should be able to finish this thing off. Ben White is a disloyal fool for scoring against Leeds. Oh, stop it. Saka is limping around. Hopefully it's not much. If this was a match, we would all have red cards for talking too much crap. Maybe I don't think I deserve one. Turner with a long ball. We are in the 97th minute. This thing hopefully is over. Erdegaard gets the ball out to Trossard. Trossard goes back to Tomiyasu, who boots it forward. Does he keep it in bounds? Does he keep it in bounds? It's right down the line. And it goes back to, a bit strong. That ball back to Turner. We're going to be in the 98th minute in a second. And too late for Reece Nelson. That should have been done earlier. And Eddie had a great game. He scored. I'm not going to say he had a great game. I don't think he did. Got Havertz again with space. And he's got lots of space ahead of him. He won't get the ball up. Gives it up to Saka. Saka takes the ball to Erdegaard. He's not ready to shoot. And that shot from Erdegaard is just not good. He should do better than that. Puts the ball on his left foot and boots it well over the post there. Not good there. I think we should have got better out of that. That should have turned into a goal. We had three on the right hand side there, and we didn't get much. Arteta and him are still screaming. We're 30 seconds over the 7-minute mark here, and the game is still going. I don't think there's been that much stoppage of play in this extra time. Long ball from Turner. This whistle should be blowing soon. Got a header from Partey. Back, all the way back. Should be seconds. This game should be over soon. Still, no. We are now into the 99th minute. I don't get what's going on with this call. He's going to blow the whistle? Nope, he's going to. Oh, no, he did blow it. There you go. They got. Arsenal gets the win, but I am not impressed. We got a ways to go, people. Saka and Nketiah and Saka score in the 26th and 32nd minute. In the 92nd minute, we did give up a goal when we started. That second half was just terrible. And they made changes, which I believe gradually those players were able to grow into the game. We didn't make changes, and we kind of let the game slip away from us. And I think that's the problem with Arteta. He has a good thing going. He has a game plan to start the game. But when things change and players get tired and their form dips in the game, we sit back and just let it happen to us. I kind of felt the way it ended was that's on Arteta. But second half not so good. And I think we could have changed things because that's why you have a deep bench. So we got a game just starting up here. We'll talk a little bit and then I'll head out, let you guys talk. It's about 10 here. I do have a show coming up in an hour, so I'm gonna have to step away anyways. So we'll talk for a few minutes, go through the stats real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. I think there's only a few left here with you. So we'll go through the stats real quick here. So Arsenal wins 2-1. Had a 2-goal lead at half. Scored twice early in the second half on the 26th and 32nd minute. Game kind of like dissipated in that second half. Arsenal made one sub for Timber, who looks hopefully it's just a muscle injury and it's not a bad one, and he'll be back soon. But you got Luton and Brighton playing now. Brighton at home. So the stats real quick: 80%, 79% possession. That it sounds good, but we did at one point have 91 halfway, a quarter into the game. They started getting possession. We got the 15 goals, which looks pretty good, but with all the possession we had in that first half, we should have had double digits already. We should have been closer to 20 today, so not very good with the total shots. 7 on target, really good. Should have scored probably another goal easily. I think Rice had 2 opportunities to score. Havertz had 2 opportunities to score. Nothing came of those. I mean, we had, what is it? They had 196 passes. We completed 688. So we basically controlled the game. I think this is a 3-goal game, and that's how I'm gonna lay that out to you guys. If we're not scoring 3 goals in a game, I think we're struggling, because we're good enough to score 3 goals in most games we play. Didn't get that today, so I think that's the number. You look at our going forward. If we score 3 goals, we definitely should win. Defensively, we kind of fell asleep. We fell asleep on a corner. We were kicking. It was a corner on our side, and we fell asleep. Usually, you're set up for that, right? Usually, at the end of a game, that would be Tierney back there, right? Tierney would be back there. Tierney wasn't even on the bench, right? So that's another player that we don't even have. So Tierney would probably be back there late in the game, maybe to close things out, and Tierney would probably be back there, and nothing. He would just stop it, either bring a player down or something to stop it, so we can reset. But it didn't happen. They got to move all the way down the pitch, and they had 2-on-4 essentially, and scored. Not good. Not good from us. We lost the ball 119 times. That's not good. That's not good. 14 crosses, three, made it there. They had one cross, six. I mean, they only had we had double the amount of crosses. They had the percentage was the same. So yeah, they had more interceptions, more clearances, which is of course based on where we are. Counter attack shots, two for them. They scored on one. We only had one. So that tells you kind of they were just going to wait for us to make a mistake, and we did on our cross. So yeah, easy win led by Eddie. I don't know about that, Mr. Tom. I think you weren't watching the game. What else you got here? Going through all the games. It's Switchtown against Stoke City. Good to be back amongst bigger clubs. So obvious what a wilderness LG1 was. Even the North Koreans think LG1 is an unknown quantity. Yeah, it was a tight game in the second half, but in that first half it wasn't. We just didn't have. We should have had more goals in that first half. Eddie's goal was better than Saka's. I did like Eddie's goal, but I think they both could be a goal of the game. I think Saka's goal of the game, because if without it we don't win this thing. So it's the importance of it was pretty good based on how it ended up. Yeah, it was a. I'm saying it was a. As it was a great game of soccer. Soccer, you got me to say it, Hawken. Oh my gosh, I said the word. But yeah, I don't think it was a great game of soccer. I said it again. That's how bad. Oh my gosh, the whole time, and now with I should have left. I should have left a couple minutes ago. Should have left. We could have made a real statement here, but just reverted back to the much more passive style and played. Yeah, I think that's Arteta. We should have, as you said, we should have seen this thing out, and we did not. And I think that's on Arteta for me. He saw his team kind of dwindling in the way they were playing. They were being a little too passive, as you said here, and we got punished for it. And we have the answers. Gabriel could have come on, shored up that defense a lot more. Jorginho could have come on. I don't think Jorginho coming on made a difference, because I don't think Partey was having that bad of a day. But I think you want to use Jorginho in a situation to close the thing out, because we didn't need to score another goal, but we definitely didn't want them to score. So I think it would have been nice. Great to have you guys saying that, Brett. I'm not going to say it now. You got me said it. I said it like twice already. English is, oh man, can't believe I said that word. I said it twice. Hawkwind, you got me, man. It's usually the other guy that said it, right? And I don't know if he's here. He might have left and missed out on my Freudian slip there. So yeah, so that's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. Who are we playing next? Who are we playing next? I want to say Crystal Palace, but I'm not too sure. No, yeah, it is Crystal Palace. So a week from Monday. It's 8 p.m. game for you guys, 3 p.m. over here in the States. We're playing away at Crystal Palace. So we played home, I think, the Crystal Palace last season. Now we're playing away early in the season against them. So that would be a challenge for us. We should be able to get the win there. You know, enough of that. We're playing at this place, that place. No. We need to be getting to a place where it doesn't matter who we're playing where. We should be looking to get a win. So nice to get 6 points and go from there. We've got Everton and Fulham on my screen right now. Be nice if Fulham just punishes them. But it's nice having the football back. You guys with this, I'm just gonna translate. It's awesome following English football. Great game of football. Wimbledon and Wrexham are 0-0, 8 minutes in. So there's a score there. But we will head out of here. We'll see you back. If you guys follow me, we'll be back on. I'll be back on in about an hour. We'll talk for a bit. And, depending on who joins me, we'll stay on and go through the games. Otherwise, we'll just talk about what we see and kind of what you want to talk about. See you guys in a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your day if I don't see you. But like I said, I'll be back in an hour and we will finish this thing off. finish off this day and go from there, everyone. All right. Thank you very much for being on Mr. Arsenal podcast. Ryan did get to see a win. Not sure if he's going to enjoy what he saw, but yeah. So everyone, have a good one, and we'll see you guys on the next one.